Hi, everybody. Welcome back on the Maroon Devils Network. Let's talk Maroon Devil football right here with head coach Sherman Holt. Coach, I got to just go ahead and get this out of the way. Right off the top of the program, congratulations to Appalachian State on one of the biggest wins of the weekend in college football over Texas A&M. Only good thing about Texas A&M is they wear maroon. So congrats on the App State win.
Yeah, that's a good one for the alma mater there. Yeah, boys played hard.
Oh, they did. It was a great weekend. We were just joking before we came on the air. Don't play any of these Sun Belt old Southern Conference schools like Georgia Southern, like Marshall, like Appalachian State. But getting back on track here with the Maroon Devils, our Maroon Devils had a great win last Friday. We are now 3-1 on the season, and these guys have got to be feeling better every single week.
Yeah, I think confidence level's high. Great win, great team effort. Probably our first game that we dominated every facet, offense, defense, and special teams. So proud of that, proud we put it all together finally.
Yeah. Talking about these colors of black and gold, talking about App State, Toby Burles over there just kind of smiling with his App State shirt on. There were some Tuscola fans who showed up here, and I'm sure they were kind of supporting you and also probably showing Pisgah, hey, we're a team to be dealt with. So tell us about that, how that meant to the team to see some Tuscola folks come over and support our Maroon Devils last Friday.
Well, I know it added to the crowd, and I think our student section doubled. And, those kids, they were off this week, and so I think anytime Pisgah or Tuscola's off, they go see the opposing team and just get a little glimpse of them. And, me coming from Tuscola, those kids, I coached a bunch of them. And, they were here for support, and it was good to see some of them catch up with them.
Oh, no doubt. Great atmosphere again. Our crowd was just really, really into the game. Tell us what this means to the players when they're out there on the field to know that, hey, this crowd is packed to the limit here tonight, and I'm sure they could hear that crowd behind them.
Yeah, I know probably one of the loudest football games I've been a part of in the last several years, just because we had some big plays, and anytime you're playing, when that crowd erupts, it just kind of motivates you a little bit more. You want to hear those eruptions in the crowd, and so definitely home field advantage for us. Definitely thankful for the Maroon Devil faithful coming out and filling Memorial Stadium, and it's always great to play in front of a huge home crowd.
Coach, no doubt our defense played outstanding. Anytime you can stop a Pisgah football team the way we did last Friday, that says a lot about the front, the linebackers, and the secondary. Talk a little bit about how they played and some of the strategy used to win that game over Pisgah.
Well, the thing we had talked about all week was limit the big plays, and I think we give up one really big play, about a 60-yard run, and it led to their only touchdown. And, so it's going to be good going into film today and saying, if we can just limit those big plays, we probably hold them to a goose egg. And we finally got into the turnover department defensively, intercepted 2 passes. One we returned for a touchdown. So scoring on defense was good for us, and it kind of put the game away. Late in the fourth quarter. Just proud of our kids' effort, and from top to bottom, D-line, I think we pressured their quarterback a little bit and kind of made him, make some quick throws that were off and wasn't on time, and so that's big for us. Linebacker play was great, and secondary was real good, didn't give up anything big in the passing game, and so just proud of our overall effort as a team, and defensively, kids playing hard.
Oh, no doubt. Coach, coming in this week, we've played some teams all year, basically, especially with Smoky Mountain, with Franklin, that we've had a tradition and a history with. Everybody knows a lot about those schools. Now, this week, we've got a brand-new team coming in that the fans, as far as that goes, really don't know a whole lot about. We're talking about Dade County, Georgia. To give you a little background, they're over in Trenton, Georgia, which is the county seat of Dade County, about 20 2,200 people there in Trenton, Georgia. Small town. They're just south of Chattanooga, Tennessee. As a matter of fact, if we play over there next year, we'll be going probably that way through Nantahala Gorge, down through Chattanooga, down to Dade County in Trenton, Georgia. Class 1A school in Georgia. They're right there in the corner of Tennessee and Georgia and Alabama. They've already played, as a matter of fact, one Tennessee team, one Alabama team with victories. The only game they have lost was to Athens Academy, a AA team down in Athens, Georgia. Trenton, Georgia, the home seat of Dade County. They're a 1A school ranked in the top 20. And if you look at their roster, Coach, I don't know how much film you've seen on them, but if you look at their roster, very athletic, a 6'3" quarterback, 2 receivers, one 6'5", one 6'3". Their linemen, the 2 tackles, for example, are 260 to 280 pounds. So just on paper, this looks like a very, very good football team.
Yeah, it might be the best football team we've played this season, and not taking away from any of our other opponents. They've got a good mixture of size and length and speed, and quarterback's very dangerous with his feet. Going to have to do a good job of keeping him contained. And then I think defensively, their overall team speed is very good, probably one of the best defenses we've played to this point. So it's going to be a big challenge for us. Offensively, got to take care of the football and got to cash in, finish drives. And then defensively, we just got to limit the big plays and just try to keep them in check and make them do things that they don't want to do.
Right. Coach, we've talked about this a little bit before. What does it mean to the football team to play schools like this? For example, bigger schools like the Smoky Mountains, the Franklins, the Pisgah, an outstanding team like Dade County. What does this do for your football team as we move toward conference play in a couple of weeks?
It just gets us ready. We play in one of the most decorated conferences in the state, in the Smoky Mountain Conference. And, not only are they good football players, there's good football coaches. And so being able to test our kids, test us as coaches, if you play teams that you're going to beat easily, you probably don't know a lot about yourself as a football player, as a football coach. So it's good to play teams that are traditionally good, and kind of learn what you got and what you need to work on. And it's good to be able to adjust and do some different things at halftime. For coaching standpoint, trying to just get in a rhythm.
Yeah.
So.
Coach, I know this is, again, our home schedule this year has been really, really good. We're playing Dade County, Georgia, of course, this Friday. Then we have a week off. Then we come back with Robbinsville. So, man, it means a lot having these home games, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. You always want to play them all at home if you could. But, we kind of got lucky. We got 3 home games in a row here and an off week in that run. And so for us, it's just finish out non-conference play, and then, try to get some people healthy to start that conference run. And so having our open week right in the middle of the season is going to be nice.
Oh, no doubt. And as Coach Holt likes to say, hey, we play them one game at a time. Dade County, our next opponent this Friday. We hope you're going to be here as our Maroon Devils are home again. More coming up right here this week on the Maroon Devils Network. Hi, everybody. Welcome back on the Maroon Devils Network as we get to talk to one of our outstanding Maroon Devil players this week. And we're talking about Nathan B. And I'm going to let him say this last name so I don't get it wrong, because, Nathan, I'm sure through the years the media has really, really got your name wrong. So you say it correctly so we'll all know.
It's Bogdanovich.
Bogdanovich. I think I got that close. Tell us a little bit, I'm sure, just to give people background of what your name might have entailed and some of the situations you've heard over the years.
Yeah, over the years it's been a lot of mispronunciation, quite a bit. It got to the point where in Little League ball they would just call me Bojangles. So they'd hear Bojangles with the tackle on the intercom. But, it hasn't been too bad. Most people get it after the first or second try.
Well, tell us a little bit about your playing experience, maybe from the time you were younger, and how you've moved up to this level on the varsity for these Maroon Devils.
Well, I feel like as a Little League, I wasn't the best. I just had to put the work in, really get better. I really blossomed last year. It was with a great defensive system, and I think this year I'm not really looking for individual achievement, just looking to pull the team together. Because last year it was more individual than it was team.
Yeah. Well, coming in this year, talking about a really good team effort. These guys are working together. I know one thing that I think brought you guys together was a lot of hard work you guys put in before the season over here in the Maroon Strong Performance Center. So that's got to pull guys together, right?
Yeah, we had a lot of 7 a.m. workouts, a lot of running on this track. But I think that's what we needed, because last year we didn't have a lot of camaraderie, and I think that this year we're really bringing that together, and that's what's making us a better team.
Yeah. And Nathan, you're one of those guys that play both ways, offense and defense. Tell us what you would prefer to do. What are some of your favorite things on the football field on either side of the line?
Tight end dump. Tight end dump every time. Okay. We got it once last game, but didn't quite pull it in, and I think just getting a sack on defense, too. That's just the best feeling in the game.
Yeah. Well, you play, of course, as you know, as our fans know, tight end and defensive end. A lot of times we see you up on the line of scrimmage. Then sometimes we see you drop back. What's kind of the strategy and what's behind that as you play that defensive end spot?
Just trying to, throw them off, get the little advantage on them. Just hit them where they don't expect it, really.
Yeah. Now, when you're playing tight end, would you rather block or would you rather go out and be on the receiving end?
Not gonna lie, I'd rather run a route. I'd rather get that touchdown. But I'm willing to do whatever. I mean, whatever it takes for the team to win.
Yeah. Well, you're doing a great job. We notice your athleticism on the field, the way you play. You play really, really well. What do you think has really helped you in that regard, being a better athlete coming into this season?
I think working with my coach McCarthy. He just working on technique, working on the fundamentals, and just figuring out the little things before we move on to the big ones. Yeah.
Well, it's been a great pleasure talking to you. We look forward to watching you the rest of the year. So keep up the good work, and we might even throw in a Bojangles from time to time.
I'm down for that. I'm up for that one.
All right. Fans, join us. We have more coming up. We're going to be talking with assistant coach Kevin Jones when we continue right here on the Maroon Devils Network. Fans, welcome back on the Maroon Devils Network. We've had a chance to talk with Coach Holt, with Nathan, and now we get to bring in one of our assistant coaches who is a familiar name to Maroon Devil fans over the years, both as a player and now as a coach, and we're talking about Kevin Jones. And Kevin, I tell you, it's good to see you down there on the sideline this year, because our Maroon Devils have been doing a great job, and you guys deserve a lot of the credit for that.
Oh, I really appreciate it. It's been a blessing to me to be able to be a part of it. These kids have been something else. The coaching staff, our fans, it's been great.
Yeah. Now, what does it mean to have been a player here at Swain County and now to come back and give back in your role as a coach? Because you've been involved with this program on and off the field for many, many years.
It means a lot to me. Swain County. It's kind of like that new shirt that we've been wearing. Today I give my all for Swain County. That's kind of the way I've lived my life around Swain County, and I really appreciate the county to be able to allow me to be able to be a part of it.
Yeah. Now, in your role as an assistant coach, for fans who might not know, tell us the group that you coach and some of the things you work on every week getting ready for Friday night.
Well, I'm coaching the linebackers, and we do a little bit of special teams, but more or less just coaching everybody we can.
Yeah.
Every ounce of coaching we can get, we're coaching them. So, yeah.
Now, when you're coaching, we were just talking to Nathan a moment ago, an outstanding tight end. I know it's a challenge to try to stop guys like that who are so athletic and so gifted and talented. So that's a challenge to work against players like that, isn't it?
It sure is. Yeah, I play tight end, and Bo does too, and we got a lot in common. He's way better than I ever was, and it's been fun coaching him, that's for sure.
Yeah. Now, as we get ready for Dade County on Friday night, we were talking with Coach Sherman Holt. It's a different animal to get ready for. We don't have that old rivalry like we did with a Smoky Mountain, for example, or a Franklin. So I guess the mindset might be a little different coming in this Friday night for a team coming in from out of town.
Yes, it's going to be very different. They've got a lot of speed, and we don't really know who they've played. And it's going to be hard for us to look at a film and say, hey, this is this and this is that. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a great challenge, and I think our kids are up to it. Yeah.
You know, we've seen this already in a couple of home games, Kevin, and coming in this week, we hope we see the same thing. As you look up there behind you, those stands were full, and I'm sure that means a lot to the coaching staff. We talked about what it meant to the players to hear that noise, but what does it mean to you as a coach to look back there and see that support?
Yeah, it makes us smile, that's for sure. It's been a while since we've had a whole lot of people here, and it really helps us out a lot. It gives us encouragement to doing what we're doing. So we're pretty proud of the fans, the band, everybody that's coming. It's been great for us.
Yeah. Well, we just want to say we appreciate you and this entire staff, because right now the enthusiasm for this Maroon Devil football team is really, really good. So we can't say enough how much we appreciate what you guys do every day getting ready for Friday nights.
Well, we appreciate you guys too, filming this stuff, and people get to watch on online. And we have a lot of people calling saying, "How do you get on it?" And they want to watch the ball game. So it's been pretty good. We appreciate you guys.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Fans, stay tuned. Kickoff is coming up just around the corner. Our Maroon Devils taking on an unfamiliar name in Dade County, Georgia, an outstanding football team, and that's coming in here to Swain County tonight, and we're just about ready for kickoff. So stay with us as we'll be back here on the Maroon Devils Network. Live from Swain County Memorial Stadium in Boyce Dietz Field here on the campus of Swain County High School in beautiful Swain County, North Carolina, looking out at the Great Smoky Mountains. This is the Maroon Devils Network. Hi, everybody. Gary Ayers along with Coach Rod White as we're looking down at this gorgeous field. They've even added some pitchforks down there about every 10 yards, Coach. But one great thing about tonight, we're seeing two teams, and they both have some maroon on out there.
Oh, yeah. And speaking of the pitchforks, I'm kind of partial to the pitchforks. I liked them so much, we wore them on our helmets for several years there. But, yeah, I like the way they've added that to the field, showing the direction of, that the ball's going, so that when you reference it on the program here, you'll know just exactly how which way they're headed with it.
Hey, the field looks great. The weather is great. You know, here it is mid-September. We're looking at partly cloudy skies. Coming in, it was actually warm. Temperature is still around 80 degrees. So those guys are already sweating out there in the warm-ups. But hopefully cramps will not be an issue tonight, coaches. Hopefully that humidity will go down as the sun goes down.
Yeah, we're hoping that's what's happening. It's still a problem this time of year because as these players get out at practice, and I hear their coaches at practice talk to them about hydrating and eating right and trying to keep that kind of thing from happening when it comes to game time. But it's still that time of year, and it's going to take a lot out of them.
Oh, no doubt about it. Coach, coming in tonight, a lot of people may not know much about this team we're playing tonight. Dade County, Georgia. Now, we say Georgia, they're actually just over there, just a little bit south of Chattanooga, Tennessee, over there in the corner of the state, basically just across, not too far from Alabama, not too far from Chattanooga. They're actually in a little town called Trenton, Georgia. That is the county seat of Dade County, a lot like Bryson City and Swain County. They have 2,200 people over there in the county seat. I think at last check we had about 1,800 people in Bryson City, our county seat. So these two schools, size-wise and county-wise, really have a lot in common.
Yeah, and if my history's correct, a couple of times the area they live in down there from Ringo, Georgia on up to the Tennessee state line has actually applied a couple of times for Tennessee statehood to try to leave the state of Georgia. It's not going to happen, but they actually tried to do that because Chattanooga's the nearest town to them.
It really is. As a matter of fact, this team has played 3 games already this year. One of them was against North Sand Mountain Alabama. They won that game 50-13, no problem. The other game they played that they won was against Marion County, Tennessee. They won 27-0. The other game they played, they lost the game against Athens Academy in Georgia, out of Athens, of course. But that's a Class AA school down there, and Athens Academy, a private school. They have an outstanding program. They lost that game 41-28. So they've played some good football this year.
They have, and they're a good football team. After watching them a little bit on film and just trying to evaluate, they're a darn good football team. The
Wow.
quarterback is special. Defensively, they swarm to the ball. The quarterback can run like nobody's business. I'm going to go out on a limb tonight and say we're probably going to see the best football team we've seen this year, up to and next to Smoky Mountain. That's where I'm going to put them. And I'm just, after watching them and try to evaluate them as much as I can, being out of it for as long as I can, it's still not hard to pick out talent when you see it, and they've got it.
And talking about them, Coach, as you watch them on film, kind of bring us up to date a little bit on what they like to do offensively and what you've seen that they do on the defensive side of the ball.
They have more offensive formations than anybody we've seen this year. They will go from a full house backfield, 2 tight ends, to nobody but the quarterback back there in that gun look, and everybody spread out all over the field. They'll bunch them up into what I used to call coveys. They'll have 3 receivers in one group standing almost right beside each other. They'll motion all 3 of them across the formation and set them up on the other side again. They have tendencies, however, and Coach Holt knows it. He's fully aware of them. He's aware of their personnel and their tendencies. So that's what he worked on this week at practice and just getting better at what we do. He just wants our football team to get better, and he wants to play better people, and that's what he's doing. That's why he's going out on that limb.
Oh, no doubt. And as we just mentioned, they obviously are a very strong team offensively. As we mentioned, they put up 50 on North Sand Mountain, Alabama. They put up 27 and shut out Marion County, Tennessee. So obviously they play some pretty good defense. Now, what do they like to do on that defensive side of the ball?
There'll be multiple. They go from a 5-man front, a 4-man front. They'll even show you some outside linebacker, what we call hangover linebackers on the outside, and they don't do an enormous amount of blitzing,
right.
But they do a lot of stunts. What I mean by stunts is they're going to be moving when the ball is snapped laterally to the line of scrimmage, what I used to call slants and scrapes, that type of thing. And linebackers moving over the top. And they will blitz if they feel like they need to, or if they get in a situation where they feel like they have to.
So, obviously, it's going to be a very good team we're playing tonight. We're going to be off next week, and 2 weeks from tonight, we get conference play underway with the Robbinsville Black Knights. That's going to be, I believe, a Hall of Fame weekend. Robbinsville's having a very good start to their season. They had a crazy game, speaking of Smoky Mountain, with Smoky Mountain last week, Coach. So, and here goes the team up there against those state champion signs, and that's a good tradition.
It is, and it's nice to see them do that. And I know Coach Holt and his entire coaching staff talks about waking up the ghosts, and but he's trying to build his own program. But it's always helpful to have some of those ghosts wake up out here at game time and help you get through some things.
Oh, no doubt. Every time I see that, I think about Clemson University when they come down and they touch what they call Howard's Rock, Frank Howard Rock down there as they run down that hill down at Clemson. So you got to remember the past and what got you here.
That's exactly right, and it's good for the young men to. He's used a lot of that, and his whole staff does about remembering these guys and remembering what's been played out here on this field many times before them, and just giving them an opportunity to say thanks to those guys that put those up there, and then let's try to be a part of this same tradition.
Oh, no doubt. Fans, stay tuned. We're going to take a break, and then we'll come back as we continue on the pregame show live right here on the Maroon Devils Network. Fans, welcome back. As you can see on camera here with Gary Ayers and Coach Rod White, we see all the cheerleaders lined up down there. And, Coach, they go from the 30-yard line all the way past the other 30-yard line. And we're going to talk about these young ladies here as we have a list of the varsity cheerleading team this year. And I hope we get some of the names right. We've got Mahala Bird, Isabella Garcia, Brianna Redenpaugh, Ayana Toinita, Taylor Rickman, Shelby Smith, Sini McCoy, Abby Loftus, Savannah Cunningham, Eliana Demonet, Anna Grace Morgan, Sienna Shepard, Alden Thomas, Julie Donaldson, Maddie Kraus, Kennedy Hayes, Sydney Leatherwood, Abby Cutler, Kiki Ash, Sophia Medford, Amber Hennett, Miley Holder, Madison Moon, and Madeline Bird. And a big thank you to Cassie McMahon and McKenna Shaver. And, coaches, you know, I mean, you see these cheerleaders out here, they practice a lot, don't they?
I've never seen so many. I don't think in the history, I know I don't believe with the entire time, 30 years that I was here coaching, that I saw this many. And that's great. I mean, you've got young people participating in things that are demanding. They're demanding of their time and having to work. And, yeah, the practice, it's just like the band that you see marching onto the field. These young people put in a lot of quality time, and they get coached. The band gets coached, the cheerleaders get coached, the football team gets coached.
And believe it or not, if you've ever been in the band or a cheerleader, you know this. Hey, they get yelled at just like the football players.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, Miss Williams, she used to scare me. She terrified me. I'd go down there during the summer when they'd have their camp. I'd be up here mowing, and I would hear her with a megaphone down there, one of those like the police use. Oh, boy, she'd light them up. And so I would I'd go down, I'd sneak down there, drive the tractor down there and just watch. And, man, she was relentless.
I tell you. And that's, you know, and hats off to coaches. I think that just says a lot that coaches, whether it's a player, a cheerleader, a band member, they want you to be the best you can be at whatever you're doing.
Well, that's what coaching is. I talked to Coach Holt's players this week about that. I said, it took me 15, 16 years to figure out what coaching was. It's teaching in a hurry and on the fly, and you got to do it loud, and you got to do it aggressively. You can't wait. It's got to be done now. And if young people wear their feelings on their sleeves, they get their feelings hurt. Well, welcome to the real world. You know, they've got to wake up and realize that's what's happening out there. So all these programs go through that. They all do.
Oh, no question about it. Fans, we're going to come back in just a minute. We'll have the national anthem probably for you and more. Stay with us. We'll be back as we continue on the pregame show live here on the Maroon Devils Network. And welcome back. As again, we appreciate our Swain High Marine Marching Band playing the national anthem here tonight. We were talking about where, of course, these guys come from that we're playing tonight, talking about Dade County High School over in Dade County, Georgia. Hometown of the home seat is Trenton, Georgia. And I have a feeling we'll probably be going over to their place next year. It's normally a home and away situation with these schools. And if you're wondering how to get there, well, basically, you go through Nantahala Gorge, through Murphy, over around Chattanooga. And it's 3 hours from Washington City, about 160 miles. So you can go ahead and plan ahead next year, and we'll probably go over there and see what we can do.
I'm not real sure. I heard Coach Hope referring to something this week about the fact that this may be a one-off deal. This may be a one-year thing.
Okay.
I'm not sure. We'll have to check with Coach Hope and Coach Blankenship about the arrangement. I'm not real sure. I just heard that this was it was one of his coaching points. This is a one-shot deal. We're gonna give them everything we got. We're gonna cut loose on them. We don't ever have to see them again. That was the attitude, the approach that I heard him taking. So we'll see. We'll see.
And that's good, Coach.
And it may be done. I mean, they may, I know I went through that with Morristown West in Tennessee.
Oh, yeah.
I said, we beat them here one night. I said, I ain't never playing them again. Well, by 2 o'clock the next morning, we had another 2-year deal done. I mean, on Saturday morning, I'm on the phone talking to the athletic director, the head coach, and all this stuff, and they're saying, we got to do this again. So like a dummy, I put it off. For about 6 months, but finally, I couldn't find another game. You could not find anybody in Western North Carolina or any place closer by, or anybody a smaller team. I mean, when you're playing a Tennessee 4A team, your chances of winning every game is not real good.
Not real
so
good.
I figured we were 1-1 with them, and it was in 2004. That's enough. But I ended up searching for a game and ended up having to reschedule them.
And that's what a lot of people don't understand, Coach. You hear it too, and I hear it. Why are we playing these schools from Georgia or Tennessee or it's so hard to get games. Because, we have our conference games, and now our conference is actually a little bit smaller, but it's hard to get games.
It is, and I mean, who wants to go out on a limb and stand a chance? Coaches will actually tell you, we would like to play you, but if y'all end up beating us, it could be bad news for us. And
yes.
So be it. I mean, Pisgah took that chance.
They did.
Smoky Mountain and Franklin take that chance every year. So that's just the way it is.
And thank goodness they've been opponents and rivals for a lot of years. As we talk about, of course, Smoky Mountain going back to the Civil Webster days, Franklin High School back when we were all part of that Smoky Mountain 2A conference. But again, that's why sometimes we have to pick up. I know one year we went up to Kentucky to play that team up in Kentucky. So a lot of times it's just to have a game.
Yeah, we drove all the way to Goldsboro, North Carolina, for a ball game, and Coach Tommy Dillon walked by here, said in the rain. It rained literally from the time we left here till we got back to Bryce City on us on the field. It was the worst wet game we ever played in. We got beat down there, and I shouldn't have ever scheduled them. But there again, it was a last-minute thing. We signed a contract like the week before the season opened, and we're down at the clinic, and this guy walks up to me, and he said, Coach, I'm looking for a game. I see that you're looking for a game. Because back then you had a big bulletin board.
Oh, okay.
And we had 2 open dates, and I still couldn't find a game. And he said, if you'll come to Goldsboro, there was a dollar amount attached to it to help us travel and to come down there and play. And so we did. Like a dummy, I took the game, but I was desperate. I did that so many times to our poor kids. I don't know why they didn't kill me.
Well, as coaches and players, you understand this, and I think most of our fans do, but when you have too many open dates, it's bad for your football team.
Yeah, you don't want it. I mean, you need one, I think, to kind of get your team healed up. Get out here and let them just you still work on your stuff during the week, but you get too many open dates going on, and kids start losing interest. I mean, they got to have something to work for on Friday night,
And plus, I mean, let's be real, and a lot of people don't understand this part of it either. You also want to make some money if you can for your program.
That's it. And most deals that we made with much bigger schools like Morristown West, the money was changed hands between athletic directors and school systems, and And then when you get folks, when they redid the conferences several times, like AC Reynolds, I mean, when they had to back out of playing us in 2004, we could have played. I could have moved to open date. They didn't want that because we were going to be pretty good, and they knew
we were very good.
And it ended up costing them some money. The state said, well, you're going to pay Swain for lost revenue.
Right.
And there I was, again, searching for a game.
Yeah. So that's the world we live in. And fans, we're just about ready. We're getting closer to kickoff time, and we're going to take one more break, and then we'll come back and get things rocking and rolling here on a Friday night. Stay with us as we'll continue on the Maroon Devils Network. Fans, welcome back to Swain County Memorial Stadium. The sun has finally set, and everybody in the press box is happy about that because when the sun is out, it comes through that glass, and it's almost like a sauna in here. So I tell you, it feels like when the sun goes down, Coach, this thing cools down 10 degrees immediately.
Thank goodness. I'm getting old and fatter, and it just kills me. I'm not used to that. I don't like it.
Now our captains are on the field down there. Some of our captains, as you can see them, going from left to right. Josh Collins, number 3. Number 22 is Blake Sane. Number 81 is, now let me get this name right, Nathan Bogdanovich. As you heard on the pregame show.
Just call him Bo. I can't get his name out either. Yeah.
But Nathan was so good to talk to this week on the pregame show. And, of course, number 8 over there, Austin Jenkins. And now coming on for Dade County, we have number 10. That's Brody Cooper, their quarterback. Mm-hmm. Number 73, one of their big linemen, Andrew Buffington. Number 4 is going to be Caleb Massey. And number 84 is going to be Josh Bomar. And their head coach is Jeff Poston. They like to run. They like to throw. They're a part of the Class A Division I, basically a same division we play in here in North Carolina that they play in. But they're, at last check, they were in the top 20 ranked in the state of Georgia in their Class A. So, Coach, they get respect.
I'm telling you, they've got a program. These young men can play. They're well coached. Like I said earlier, you're going to see a multiple of offensive formations unless he just decides to stay with one particular. We saw that happen over at North Buncombe, and it ended up costing North Buncombe. But they throw a lot of people out there, and they do a lot of different things offensively.
And, by the way, we want to give a shout-out to one Kent Maxey. I think he's up in Salem, Ohio. I think he and Sarah and maybe, I don't know, his mom, Ann, might be with him. But I know he's up there with family and want to give a big shout-out to Kent Maxey. He's normally down there on the field. Last time I think he was like Johnny Cash, the man in black down there with that camera. But, man, I tell you what, he must walk about 20,000 steps on Friday nights down there.
Yeah, he swarms like a bee down there, yeah.
So a big shout-out to Kent Maxey. Of course, on top of the press box tonight, the folks that do the real lifting on this broadcast, we're talking about Joe Holt, who is our fearless leader. Also up there tonight, Audrey Zelenka, and, of course, Emma Dingle, who's been with us for several years now. We always have some good students, as you know, Coach, and it's good to see them get involved in this and learn a lot.
Yeah, I'm just mad Joe ain't got my replay machine working. I'm going to take up a collection, all right? I want him to know this. I'm going to find some folks that's going to donate some money. Joe got to get that thing in here before mid-season during the open date week next week so that we can have some instant replay. I like that. I know it takes up a lot of time, but, boy, folks can really see when you slow that thing down and replay it. What it looks like out there.
Hey, I'm with you. It is a lot of fun, and especially when you have a big play, it's kind of nice just to watch it again. As we can see, Dade County is going to be receiving the opening kickoff. We're going to be kicking to them.
Good.
So it's going to be solid maroon against solid white, if you will. The Devils and the Wolverine. And I tell you what, if you know anything about animals, the Wolverine is a bad critter.
Yeah, they're fierce. When I am very confident we can play with these people. It's going to be a Wolverine fight. That's right. We'll have to take a pitchfork to them.
They got a big banner they're going to be running through down there with their team. They brought several fans, as we mentioned. It's 3 hours from Dade County over here to Bryson City. So they brought a good group of fans over here, and our fan support this year has been just fantastic.
It's great. There's a lot of curiosity. There's a lot of interest, and that's what you like to see. You got to have folks that these kids know that folks are behind them, pulling for them. Yeah, they've got their critics. Everything.
Oh yeah.
You wear that maroon, you're gonna have you some critics.
Our guys are getting ready to run through that tunnel where we see some fog coming out that says Maroon Devils over there near the field house. And I always think about the people who really put in a lot of time to do that original field house, Coach. And Delmar Robinson is the name that comes to mind who really had a big part in that.
Yeah, that whole Job Corps outfit came in here, started working on that thing, and it went up. They put it up in a hurry. I mean, it was well built. Everything was great in it, and at that time it was elite. But over time, people don't realize as the program grew, we about outgrew that place. We had it on a weight room onto the back of that thing, and I know before we had our new facility opened up down here, that was the only weightlifting facility in the county until some gyms opened up. So the kids and a lot of folks in the community came up here and used that because I know I bought a lot of free weights and put in that place, man. But the kids really they grew to understand why they were doing it, and it was such a big part of the program that they learned to actually enjoy doing it.
I tell you what, that Maroon Strong Performance Center now is state of the art.
Oh, it is. I love going in there and watching the kids work out in there and doing their program now. And times have changed, and so it's great to see.
It really is nice. We're ready to get this thing underway tonight, fans, as our Maroon Devils going to be kicking off here tonight. And here comes Brendan Lanning kicking off from the 40-yard line. He puts a toe into it, going to be high, going to be taken at the 21-yard line. And here's a man with speed. We're talking about Demetrius Walker, their kick return man. He breaks a tackle, spins around, out to the 30-yard line, where the Wolverines of Dade County, Georgia, will take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, and we'll see now what kind of multiple offenses he's going to run. In some of the films, he starts out with a lot of them in the backfield. And right here, he's going to run some folks in and out, get his personnel right.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's got some big guys up front. And we're talking about some of the guys up on the lines. They go 240, 240, 275.
Here's your Covey. Look to the right-hand side. Don't be surprised if he puts them in motion. Oh, yeah.
There they go.
Transfers them, trades them over to the other side. They're going to run the football right over there with the quarterback.
And they had a guy move, but no
tendency.
flag.
Yeah.
And they run right behind them, and we force them out of bounds, but they had a little movement over here on the right tackle, but no flag.
No flag, But that's one of their tendencies right there to do. They'd like to load it up, move it from side to side, and run right at you.
And then big number 73, Andrew Buffington, 275 pounds over here at right tackle. So they have plenty of beef up front.
Yeah, out of this wing set right here, they like to run. They like to pull a guard.
Yep. We
jumped on a long count. That'll give them a first down.
Yep, that's big LD down there.
Yep. He's right over the top of that football. LD's got to see the football. He's got to go on motion, not sound. That's something you try to work on with kids. And, man, he's right there. He can't miss it. So he's got to discipline himself now.
Now, you watch their line, Coach. They're almost in a little bit of a V.
A V shape, and they'll go motion. They like to run their trap game out. And right there it is coming over the top, and Bo's right in there on it. If you hang on right there.
Yep, and
Bo,
again on the tackle, Blake Swain combining on the tackle as well.
Bo closed right down the line of scrimmage, just like he's supposed to do. He wrong-armed that trap blocker and made it work. Now, Coach Holt's going to give him a little bit different look up front. If you folks can watch right here in just a little bit, he's going to go from a three-man front, stacked up with three linebackers behind him here shortly. And right there it is. He's lining up in it, if he hadn't already. Then you'll see him switch to a four front on him in just a minute. Now he's going to the wolf, what we call the wolf look.
And here we go, left
there
side.
There we go.
As again, they try to run, but again, outstanding penetration. Leading the charge over there was Lucas Sutton, and again, Josh Collins, number 3.
Oh, yeah, and we're doing a good job of that right now. Well, we got to be careful of on this third down. This quarterback, he loves to run this football, and over here's the wide side of the field. Coach Holt knows this, and he's telling them right now, get your width out here as you can see that outside linebacker moving to stretch the distance. We're going with a single high safety, so we can play the three linebackers, and we're fixing the blitz off the edge out there.
Brody Cooper is going to be in the shotgun, fakes the handoff, wants to throw, swings it out, got his man out of the backfield, and they're going to be very close to the first down at the 50-yard line over there. And out of the backfield is Landon Williams, number 20 on the catch.
I don't know if he got that much of it, but it's going to be short, so it'll bring up fourth down. He's not afraid to go for it on fourth down.
No, you're almost in four-down territory here.
We'll see what he's got planned right here. And it may be another long snap count. He's
Try to
going
draw
up under. They're going to go in the power. It's a power eye look with the wing. Don't jump. Now he's going to call the play.
Yeah, trying to get us to jump.
Tried the long snap again. Okay, we're going to probably run a pinch or a scrape, bringing these outside backers down.
5 seconds on the play clock.
Yeah, and squeezing it shut. If we can get to him right there, he can run.
And we got him. We got him.
Yep. All right. First down.
We hung on the carry over there was Evan Koger, but we strung it out and hung on the play.
They like to use that speed. It was very obvious watching them. They know they've got it, and they're going to try to use it. And the quarterback's extremely fast. And sooner or later tonight, you're going to see him pull that ball down and try to get to the corner with it.
And that's one of the guys we haven't called his name a lot. Darius Sanook over there really strung that play out.
Oh, yeah. Darius did a great job this week at practice of that. We just got to, you can't imitate that speed till you get out there.
That's it. First down and 10 now. Maroon Devils at the 49-yard line of Dade County. We run it to the right side over there again as Josh Collins for a short gain.
Yeah, they're going with their loaded package defensively right there. They're going with 4 down linemen. They got what they call a hangover linebacker on the outside that does nothing but squeeze that line of scrimmage. And so they'll change this thing up just a little bit with our formations.
Now, one thing I've noticed about this team from Dade County, Coach, they have a lot of tall guys. They have 6'2", 6'3" kids out there.
Yeah, now they're going to go to a 4-3 look with 2 high safeties now.
Second down and 9, and the Maroon Devils spin it again for another short gain down to the 45-yard line. We're looking at 3rd down and 6 coming up.
Yeah, the reason they're doing some of the things they're doing defensively is they do not want to be trapped. They're trying to prevent us from running any of the trap game. So I think you'll see Coach Cook in a little bit pull out some of the option game, and that puts them in a bind when they're doing a lot of stunting up front and slanting because they can't do both.
Now, Glaspie checks in from the sideline. He's a dangerous man on 3rd down and long where they spotted it's going to be 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, we got 10 seconds left on the play clock. See, we got to get this
moving.
thing rolling.
Glaspie a wing on the right side. Got receivers wide on each side now. Out of the gun. Snap gets away, and Glaspie picks it up and slides down at the 40. So we're going to have to punt it away on 4th down.
Yeah, they've been having a little trouble with that even at practice with the high snaps. They worked on it this week. There was a lot of effort put into getting that ball down and keeping it down, but sometimes it just doesn't work out that way.
Yeah, it's a tough situation now. We've got to hopefully get a good punt away and get back on defense here and depend on the defense to get the job done. So now from the 41-yard line, the line of scrimmage, this time the snap is good. And punting it away is going to be Josh Collins. No return. It's going to take kind of a sideways bounce and be blown at the 31, where Dade County will take over now 1st down and 10 with 7:11 to play in the first quarter. So
Yeah,
so
they're
far
right.
we've just traded.
Yeah, they're right back where they started their first drive at the 30-yard line, 31-yard line. We got to keep up the effort of keeping everybody focused on their formations, because they are very tendency oriented out of these formations. They don't change much.
Now we see looking to the sideline over there is going to be Blake Swain. He's calling the defensive signals for his linebackers. He's in there along with Lucas Sutton, kind of in the middle of that linebacker
Hard fullback
bunch.
dive right there. Yeah, that's just an A-gap dive, just as hard as they can get there. They like to run that against teams that have a nose man, because it's easy for him to find either one of those A-gaps that he can run into.
Second down, they picked up about 5. 2nd and 5 on the way now with 7 minutes to go, first quarter. And here we go, kind of in the first quarter, Coach, first 2 or 3 series, kind of a feeling out process to see how good these guys are.
Yeah, I never did like that feeling out process. I wanted us to score, and I wanted us to stop them.
This time they run to the left side.
Yeah, it's a power isolation play. Yeah,
A lot of people getting around the football.
yeah, we're getting to the football, but they're getting too much push up front, upfield on us, and I think we may see Coach Holt in a minute drop to that 4-man front here in just a second, but he's going to stay with 3. Let's see right here now.
That's a first down for
Nope.
Dade County.
There he goes. He's going into the 4-man front right now. He's going to make them try to get to the boundary.
Try to slow that running game down.
Yeah, going to the 4-man front and the 2 linebackers.
2 wide on the wide side of the
Now
field.
here's what the quarterback likes to do.
Oh,
That
boy. He
right
gets outside
there.
down the
Yeah.
sideline, and he picks up about 7 or 8 yards over there on their side of the field.
That's his game. He wants to be on the run. He wants you to be chasing him, and if you watch film on it, most people are chasing him.
Yeah.
They can't. His speed is very deceptive.
Well, he's 6'3", 185 pounds. He's long and lean.
Yep.
And boy, that's just a perfect quarterback.
Yeah, when he gets dangerous, like right now, he's going to put 3 receivers out here wide. They're going to go empty. I told you you're going to see all kinds of formations.
Boy,
They're
5
going
wide.
Yeah, 5 wide. You're going. Was there a penalty?
Must have been. I didn't see one, but they're moving it down the field.
Personal foul. I think they said it was a
Personal
late
foul
hit.
against us. Apparently a late hit. There was a little hit over there out of bounds.
I
didn't think it was
Who knows?
penalty.
That somebody got talked into that one over there.
Yep, kind of a late situation.
Yeah.
Didn't even see it.
Here's the formation: 4 wides to one side, 1 up top. They like to put
He's looking to that
flood
side.
routes, and now everybody's going deep.
Oh, he's got a man open, and he gets it over to him,
Yep.
but too high.
Yeah.
He got it just too
That's
high
his
over there
favorite.
for number 19,
Yeah.
Zeke Wheeler.
That's his favorite receiver. What they did was run what was called a flood route. They basically ran 3 stop routes over here. We had them covered, and when he pulled it down, I thought for sure he was going to take off with it and really run, but he didn't.
And again, Zeke Wheeler, an outstanding 6'4" wide receiver. They got receivers, Coach, 6'3",
Oh, yeah.
6'4", and 6'5".
They're bringing the tight end
Man.
back in the game now, 83, and going to run the wing and
Yeah.
twin set here now. This is one of their power sets. They like to run this short trap game where the guard folds over the top of the tackle. To their left-hand side would be the way they'd really want to run it.
Second down now, 10 to go, 6 minutes to play, and there's going to be a timeout called by Dade County. While they take a timeout, we'll take a break as well. We're tied 0-0 here on the Maroon Devils Network.
Okay, you guys are clear. Let me get a video slide. Slideshow. Turn that off. Okay, here we go, and live.
Second down and 10 now. Back to throw. Their quarterback right over the middle. Got the big, tall receiver down there. This time it's going to be Eli Kimball, number 83. And again, they have such outstanding size. Kimball at 6'4", and we don't see a lot of receivers in the Smoky Mountain Conference, 6'4", 6'5".
No, you don't. And that's an old school pass there. That's a dump pass. That's an option pass. And that all Veer teams ran over the years.
And we're looking at some of our defensive backs who are under 6 feet against these guys 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah, and
So,
it's going to be a dogfight. Now they're going to trade the tight end and the wing over. This is also their power game up there to that side with the quarterback.
Here comes
Same
Cooper.
look. That's holding out there on the edge. If they don't throw that flag, they're losing their mind. I would lose mine.
Yeah, they didn't throw it at
No,
all.
he had him wrapped up around the neck out there. I believe that's Blake Swain. They had wrapped up out there around his neck, and I wish we had instant replay.
Yeah, and that's
Joe.
obvious.
Yeah, I mean, he had him. And I don't know why. Officials get to where they watch the football too much. They're not watching what they're supposed to be watching.
So now
going back to the 3-man front.
Yep, second down, 11, 5 minutes to play, first quarter, no score.
Here's
Wolverines
what that
threatening.
quarterback likes to do.
Cooper
right?
on the run,
There.
fires it, got his man down inside the 15-yard line, complete down there to Nick Eckert, one of his senior wide receivers.
Yeah, and we're trying to play a matchup zone coverage with them, and when an outside receiver goes into the middle of the field, the corner's got to turn him loose. If he floats too far, that's the kind of thing that happens right there.
And he did. He got open just enough. And again, Brody Cooper, number 10, outstanding quarterback. We knew that coming in, and he's showing us that here in the first quarter. First down now for the Wolverines. They need 12 for the touchdown.
There's their short inside.
Oh, good hole plugger right there
yeah.
is Brandon Frost, the defensive end, number 82. That's good play.
Yeah, when he read what was happening up there, he did exactly what he was coached to do, and that is close that line of scrimmage.
And he did it well because there was a hole there just initially, but he really shot through there.
We're getting better at that. We just got to we just got to get better all around. We're getting better at reading these things as time goes on.
We got good defensive ends over there, 81, 82. Nathan Bojangles and Brandon Frost over there, if you will. Now it's going to be
That's
Cooper.
Quarterback all the way.
Oh, he's got some room down to the
He's
10.
good.
Cuts inside to the 9, and we finally drag him down. Again, Josh Collins on the stop.
Yep, that'll bring up third down. That's a run design play for him. They got power plays, and then that right there is a pure speed play.
And there's a penalty flag. And this one is going to be
going to take them back. There's something that went on. Maybe that's a makeup call. Maybe it's a holding call. It's going to step them back.
well, the head referee still hasn't given us a signal.
Yeah,
there
it's
it
a
is.
hold.
Yep, there's a holding call.
Yeah.
Backing up the Wolverines. So now it's going to bring up a second down and a long way to go. At the,
the only bad thing is you have to give them that second down back, and that's hard to do as a coach.
Yeah.
You don't when they're down there that close, you want to eliminate those downs as quickly as possible. But
4 wide. Got a passing situation here. Cooper back to throw. Got a man over the middle. And he steps up the middle. He breaks a tackle. And he breaks another tackle. Ball is on the ground.
Get on the ball. We got it.
Maroon Devils have it down there. That looks like it could be, is that Graham?
I'm not real sure who.
Deontay Graham, number 10.
Well,
I think.
And you could almost see that coming. That quarterback, when he got loose right there, he was real loose with that football. He was holding it out in front of him, and he got stripped, and it came out of there.
But check that. That might be, wow, those numbers sometimes are hard to read.
They are. I'm not sure exactly who ended up recovering it. More importantly, who caused it. But whoever it was that was behind him there stripped him down.
That was big. I know
There's their
Darius
hangover
Sanook was
look.
involved in it.
Yeah, there was their hangover look. That's a little bit of the option look now. This is the inside veer play. I kind of figured Coach Cook, once he saw what they were doing up there, and he's messing with their minds a little bit now.
So now the Maroon Devils are looking at second down and 3 after a 7-yard pickup. And again, the big turnover on the fumble. And again, outstanding work by the defense to get on that football and bring it back to the offense here. No score as the first quarter is down to 3:20 and counting.
Yeah, now they've eliminated the hangover. Their hangover linebacker. Oh, we did it again.
Another bad snap. This time it's going to be picked up by Gabe Lillard. Gabe tries to do something and is stopped way back at the 5-yard line, so they just crush us for a big loss.
Yeah, we'll probably be switching centers here until we get things under control here a little bit. They had a little bit of problem with that at practice this week, so they're prepared to make an adjustment.
So now that's going to bring up a third down and a long way to go. We've got to go from the 5 out to about the 22, so about a 17-yard third down situation here. And Looks like Reese is going to be actually in the end zone, or check that. Reese Winchester in the end zone in the gun. And got a man in motion. Oh, another high snap. He pulls it down. Now gets it away, but it's going to be incomplete. Just kind of throwing that one away.
Yeah, we're going to have to punt out of the end zone.
Yeah.
Got to be careful not to step out the back of the end zone.
Boy, I remember that happened one time in a state championship game.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah.
I can still see that ball going out of the end zone.
I believe there was a little bit of voodoo going on there that night because I heard afterwards that everybody was jinxing that because that punter was the quarterback, and they were jinxing him, and sure enough, it snapped it right over his head, and that kind of ended it for him.
It did. I can still see that. I mean, it's just it gets in your mind.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know? Oh, high snap again. This time we pull it down. Josh, line drive, punt, end over end, takes a pretty good Maroon Devil roll out to about the 38-yard line, but it's going to be great field position for Dade County.
Yeah, and it really hurts the change of field position here, but we just got to keep stopping them. That's the only thing I know.
Yep.
Just don't get worn out on defense. Maybe we can come up with something offensively. We get these snaps down, keep moving the football. You can't keep backing up and expect to win.
Yeah, we got to get the big break on the turnover, but we couldn't take advantage of it. And again, the high snap really put us in a hole. But now Dade County with the football back, they run out of the I formation.
Yeah,
and the up back gets it, and he's going to plunge ahead for about 3 to the 36-yard line.
Yeah, that's the fullback again, just a hard A-gap dive. We went back to the four-man front. Coach Holt did. Keep watching right here, and we'll see what he's doing. He's taking Blake Swain from an outside linebacker position and putting him down. And there you can see 22 stepping up there, and then they'll either stunt him or he plays it straight up. Right there, they're just trying to pull everybody.
Boy.
And that's what happens. They can't get that backside linebacker blocked.
There's Sanook again.
Yeah, that's him. He worked real hard at practice this week at filling that back, that underneath A gap. When they open up and everything's going away from you, you got to be there. You can't overrun it.
And again, Lucas Sutton on the tackle on the preceding play. So right now the linebackers, again, Lucas and Darius Sanook, and those guys are really playing well.
Yeah, we got looks like they're going to put Swain back at the linebacker position, playing a stacked wolf front. They'll tilt those outside people a little bit.
Yep.
Now they're going to trade them over again into that trip set.
Yep.
About to run out of time on the clock.
Oh, they had to
Play
call a
clock,
timeout.
Called timeout. Yeah.
107 to play here in the first quarter. No score yet. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back here on the Maroon Devils Network. Fans, welcome back. So after the timeout now, the Wolverines of Dade County at our 34-yard line, looking at third down at about 5. 1 minute to play here in the first quarter. No score by either team. Got 4 wide receivers on this set.
Here's the flood route.
Yeah, Cooper is going to get heat
2
from
outs.
the backside. Fires, got his
Same
man.
place.
He hit it right over, kind of in that zone, Coach, if you will.
It is, and it's hard for the corner to make up his mind because they changed the routes up a little bit right there, and it was called that's a trail route. There's 2 receivers running basically the same route, one right behind the other, and it's very difficult to for a corner to come off of one onto the other.
Yeah, he dumped it right over the corner, right in front of the safety, if you will, in that little gap. And it's a first down and 10 now for Dade County at the 20-yard line. Knocking on the door here, out of the shotgun again. Twins on the right side, wing on the right side. Now he puts a man in motion.
They like the wide side of the field when they come out of this formation. Yep. There it is. He's throwing it to the back.
Oh, he's got his man at the 20.
We're getting blocked
at the 15.
out there. They blocked the outside back.
Oh, breaking a tackle and scoring. What a play over there by Evan Koger. He broke a huge tackle, Coach, and he made that happen on his own.
We just didn't wrap him up.
Nope.
And he absorbed that blow, and he just continued to run his feet.
Well, he did.
And he beat us right there. He just beat us.
He surely did. We had a head-up shot at him and popped him right in the chest, and he just absorbed it, popped outside, and scored. So now 6-0, 49 seconds to play here in the first quarter as they'll come on for the PAT. Holding is going to be Zeke Wheeler, one of their wide receivers, number 19. And they get the snap down. The kick is up. And it looks like it's going to be good. And by the way, that is Caroline Tremere. They have twin sisters on this team, and they kick PATs. Caroline and Abigail Tremere. And she knocked that one in there, 7-0.
Yeah, I watched them warming up down here. Then at extra point range, they didn't miss. And I don't know what they've got as far as they have to kick a field goal, but any further back. But no, they nailed all those PATs.
So now it's a 7-0 lead late in the first quarter, 49 seconds to go. Don't forget now, fans, next week, our Maroon Devil Varsity has a week off. Then we are going to be at Robbinsville 2 weeks from tonight. Now, next week, our JV football team, which I believe is undefeated after that overtime win last night, they're going to be hosting Murphy here next Thursday, September 22nd. Murphy here next Thursday against our undefeated JVs.
Yeah, they're on a roll.
Yeah.
They really are, and that was a tough one. I'm glad they pulled that one out yesterday because that would have really hurt them.
That was a big win over Hayesville on the road. Here comes a high, short kick, going to be taken at the 16. Bringing it back is going to be Josiah Glaspie. Going to return down the 35, knocked out of bounds right under our bench, if you will, out across the 40-yard line.
Yeah, I saw Coach Holt down there a minute ago really in this official's ear on this side about their holding tendencies. These guys are I mean, you got offensive line coaches that I mean, they teach them to do that. And,
sure.
They are literally pulling our jerseys off of us. And I'm not making excuses. They are. I used to gripe at our kids because I say, come here and tell me he was holding you. But a lot of times it's so obvious, you got to say something to the officials. And I tell them, you got to break those hands off of there. You can't let him hold you.
Knock the hands off right now. Right. Almost a 5-man front for Dade
It is
County.
A 5-man front. They went to that as soon as they saw us with the full house backfield.
Well, here's Collins for a short gain of about 3 out to the 43-yard line. So, again, they're showing a little different look on defense as well.
They were when they looked and saw that we had 3 running backs in the backfield behind the quarterback. They adjusted with their outside, that what I call hangover linebacker, and they brought him down inside and moved everybody over to make it a 5-man front.
So now 2nd down and 7 for the Maroon Devils. That may be the final play of the first quarter as the clock will run out before the play clock runs out, so we're not going to run another play. We'll take it to the end of the first quarter, 7-0 Dade County. We'll be back with quarter number 2 after this timeout. Welcome back on a beautiful Friday night. You can see the scoreboard right there. Unfortunately, that 7 is on the wrong side. That's Dade County with a 7-0 lead. But our Maroon Devils trying to answer that back with a 2nd down here. We need about 6 or 7 as we're trying to get it going and kind of get some rhythm going on offense here and keep a drive alive.
Yeah, and you notice that Coach Cook has gone with the quarterback up underneath because of the trouble we're having with the shotgun snaps. And that's one of those things that if you start making a big deal out of it, it just gets worse sometimes.
It does. Yeah.
And so you've got to, that's something that you practice and you work on it. And if all of a sudden it's going south, then you got to do something different.
Oh, no question. Now down to the 45-yard line. We're going to be looking at 3rd down and a long 3. And, of course, back in the day, Coach, I know this is old school, but Wow, nobody was on the shotgun.
No, hardly anybody. And I remember playing around with it and from 2003 on, and by 2004 we could run some stuff out of it. It was pretty good, but you're asking an awful lot of your center to remember when you're in the shotgun. And we even worked on it some before that. It was it was something that was coming. And there's a good snap out of the shotgun.
Third down, got a wide receiver screen over here. It's going to be short of the first down over here to Austin Jenkins.
Yeah.
And now here's some trivia for you, Coach. The first and original shotgun quarterback in the NFL was a gentleman named Bob Waters.
Really? I did not know that.
San Francisco?
That's some real trivia
there. San Francisco 49ers.
You're referring to Bob Waters of Western Carolina University fame. Yes.
Exactly.
His son played here for us.
Yep, he sure did. And but he was the first shotgun quarterback.
Wow.
That's been a long time ago. High punt. Good job over there by Josh Collins. It's going to take a big Maroon Devil bounce.
Good.
Down inside the 20, down to about the 15-yard line. And we kind of flipped the field on him a little bit there, Coach.
Yeah, we needed to badly. We got to get this thing under control and play on defense a little better. Quit shooting ourselves in the foot offensively. And it seems like although we didn't get another first down out of that, we were able to kind of control everything down there, and not hurt ourselves real bad. But referring to what you were talking about, shotgun snaps. If people, you got to be pretty old to remember the old single wing.
Oh, yeah.
In the Notre Dame box that was called, and every snap was a long snap.
It was, wasn't it?
And they'd dance to it out of the T formation, and center. There we go. Good. That's what it closed on the trap block, but you got to make the tackle.
Boy, they broke a tackle. We had him in the backfield.
Golly.
Yep, had him in the backfield for a loss and just couldn't hang up. But I tell you, there's Nathan again. Bogdanovich, and he was in the backfield in a hurry.
Yeah, and it's the same play he made the big play on earlier in the game in the first quarter. We just got to make that tackle. When you close it, and you got to get your paws on him, get him wrapped up.
But talking about the quarterback, I still see Jeff Waters from time to time.
Oh, do you now?
He's over in Buncombe County.
If you see him, tell him I said hey.
Good people. Here we go. Second down.
Motion out with two in the back, got two tight ends in the ball game, quarterback all the way.
He's going to run it all the way, and he gets the first down out across the 25. And that almost looked momentarily like a busted play.
It did, but it's all about getting linebackers to freeze.
Timing.
When he pulls that ball, you don't know where he's going with it, and he just followed all of his blockers there. And it's a good plan on their part. I mean, that young man can cover some ground. He's overly, like I said before the ball game started, he's deceptively fast.
Well, you've talked about this before, and I've heard coaches use this. They call it eye candy in the backfield.
Oh, yeah. They got you got to do some fakes back there like he's doing right here.
Yep.
And there's your power game again.
Yep.
There's
Brody
Nathan.
Cooper again.
Now we finally got us a holding call, I believe, up here.
Yep, penalty flag down.
Yeah, Coach Holtz, he got in their ear about that pretty heavy at the quarter break, and they're doing more tackling offensively than we are defensively right now.
And they've got some big linemen up front. They have plenty of size.
Yeah, and a lot of times what happens is you get big young men up there like that. And I was watching them pregame warm up. Their technique is what we call a runaround technique. They don't really try to get their head across you. They punch you with their hands and then they position their feet. Well, when you're doing that, you're grabbing a hold of something, and that's exactly what they're doing.
There you go.
Coach Holt's trying to emphasize that's exactly what they're doing.
Yep. Now the ball goes back to the 21-yard line for Dade County. That's going to bring up first down and 15. So they have to start over now with 9:20 to play in the second quarter. And Dade County with a 7-0 lead over our Maroon Devils.
Going with the two tight ends, full house backfield. It's a wing eye.
No, quarterback under center.
Yeah, under center. Run the power game again, inside trap. Bounced it. That's perfect tackle. And that's actually the receiver that he's giving that ball to. He's the wing. He plays the wing over here, and that's his running play. That's his one running play they have.
And again, there's old Nathan Bowe over there doing a good job penetrating and shutting that back inside.
That's it. They're trying to trap him and kick him out. Coach Holt's keeping him moving over there, either squeezing him or running him down the line of scrimmage, and he's doing a good job reading it. Now they're going to go with a whole different package right here.
Oh, boy. Everybody
Going
wide
empty.
left.
Yeah, got 4 wide receivers here to our sideline and 1 up top. This is like where they like to quarterback draw.
Quarterback draw
Oh,
right up the
don't
middle.
miss him, and we missed him.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
And he gets the first down out
And
across
more.
the 35-yard line. And I'll
And
tell you, he's still
running.
on his feet. The
Yeah.
whistle hadn't blown yet.
No, and we're spending too much time trying to pull the football
Yeah.
out of his hands instead of tackling him. We got to make that first tackle. He broke the line of scrimmage.
He did.
He just ran over us basically.
Brandon Frost down there doing a good job. Finally, we drag him down at the 41-yard line, but not before. Dade County's Wolverines pick up a big first down with 8:10 to play, and they lead 7-0. We're in the second quarter. Got a timeout now for the Maroon Devil defense. And, boy, Coach
Holt's
Holt.
upset. Hey, and he is. He has every right to be. They're better tacklers than that. We started reaching there. I saw a lot of arms reaching out rather than going and putting their body on them. And he's been working hard with them on that, about running and putting your chest on his chest and making tackles. And that's what he's telling them right now.
Yeah, they're getting an earful.
Yeah, they sure are. And I've been there, done that. So it's one of those things that you got to, because they're just they're manhandling us.
Yeah.
They're running backs and that quarterback especially. And I mean, they know they were coached on what kind of player he was.
And our defense, obviously, we've seen it all season long, and we know how to tackle.
We do, and it's one of these things now that is like I said earlier. This team right here is well coached, and their kids, they got as much on the line as we do, and they're putting it out there. And
Good team.
Yeah, they came up here to try to maul us. So we're going to see a wing and twins to this side, and
They like to, as you mentioned, they run a lot of sets.
yeah, they do.
Now our defensive front going with a 3-man front. Now the linebacker moves up. Cooper back to throw. Plenty of time. Too much time. Now he rolls. Now he's going to have to throw it away.
Yeah.
And we just had good coverage
We
in the
did,
secondary.
and it's what you want with him, but you cannot let him break that contain. He's actually looking for that. But, yeah, we've got to make him move out of there. Yeah, that was good coverage then. And there again,
Yes.
they're trying to flood these zones by putting multiple receivers within 5 to 7 yards of each other on the same side of the field in their patterns.
And, well, that could be a secondary player's nightmare.
Yeah, it can be. And right here, they're going to bring the tight end back in.
Second down and 10 now for the Wolverines.
Run
Maroon
that
Devils have
inside
4 men
wing.
up front. Almost 5 men up on the line of scrimmage. Cooper back to throw.
Throw it out to the back. That's a backwards pass. That ball's not dead. Now he's going to blow it
Yeah,
dead.
they're going to blow it dead. They kind of threw it behind the receiver over there, Landon Williams.
Yeah, and that had to be a judgment call by that head official because it looked forever more like me. He threw it backwards, and if he does that, it's a fumble.
Exactly. It looked like it was behind.
Yeah,
So now 3rd down and 10 on what they're going to call an incomplete pass.
yeah. So it is what it is. We'll see. I noticed we held up, so the whistle. I couldn't hear the whistle, but
So now 3rd down and 10. Maroon Devils 3-man front. Got 4 linebackers here. They come from the right side. They throw it out to the other side.
to the running back.
And
now we got to make that tackle. There we go.
There's a good tackle. There's a good tackle.
That's the way you
that's
make it.
Cole Weichel.
See, Cole's getting better and better at that. He's just got to be a sure tackler every time. They do tackle drills twice a week at a minimum, and we're better tacklers than what we're showing.
Oh yeah, that was number 28, Cole Weichel. He's had a good season.
Yeah, he's coming on. He plays that outside linebacker position, and they're trying to make him better every week.
Now coming on the punt is going to be Zeke Wheeler, one of their big 6'4" wide receivers. We got a couple of guys back to return now.
Yeah, we're putting 2 back there. Going to try to field this one.
Josiah Glaspie and line drive punt. And there's Collins. Josh is going to bring it back out across the 30.
Hang on that ball.
And he hangs on at the 33. We'll have it 1st and 10. Still almost 7 minutes to play before halftime.
Yeah.
And we're still looking for our best drive of the night here offensively.
Yeah, I think Coach Cook's going to start pulling some rabbits out of the hat here in a minute. He's let them see some stuff, and I think you're going to see a little bit of razzle-dazzle take place here before too long. Try to get this score back. Not right away, but if he gets in good enough position, like 2nd down and short,
right,
you're liable to see him do something much different.
Here we go with our basic set. Got a wing on the right side. It's going to be Glaspie back on the lineup on 1st down and 10 at the 33. And we're going to try to run to that side, but boy, they just cut us off.
Yeah, and that shouldn't happen right there. One player able to take the veer dive man and the quarterback. We can't let that happen.
And he did.
He did a good job of it. He just manhandled us right there.
Yeah, that's
he's unblocked. It's not anybody's fault about blocking.
Right.
We just got to get off of him faster.
So now 2nd down. We lost about 4. 2nd down and 14 coming up. 6:25 and counting to play 2nd quarter. Plenty of time on the play clock. Got a receiver on each side. Glaspie wide right. Up top looks like Riley Winchester. Oh boy.
Yeah.
And Reese never saw that coming, and I think he might be hurt.
Yeah, he got hit right dead center of his back.
He did. He
knocked the air out of him.
He's still on the ground.
Yeah.
Talking about our quarterback, Reese Winchester, number 5, got an official timeout. And boy, when you don't anticipate that, that hurts.
Yeah, he got that's one of those bad things about playing a quarterback position. I believe he's got the air knocked out of him. We'll see here in a minute because he's vulnerable.
Yeah.
His back's turned. He's looking the other way. I think receiver missed a route out here because he was trying to get rid of that ball immediately. And it was probably supposed to be a hitch route, and they both took off running. So we got to get our other quarterback, which will most likely be number 2 down there. You see, he's got to get himself. Yeah, he's already in there, and they're going to get him a wristband because he's going to have to take over now.
Fans, stay tuned while they work on Reese. We're going to take a break. Stay with us. We'll be back on the Maroon Devils Network. Fans, welcome back. One score to pass along. Believe it or not, Fannin County is pounding Murphy 35-0 at the end of the first quarter. That's a surprising score.
Let's see what this is. I don't see a flag. I don't know if he blew the ball into play or what. That's going to be a do-over, I'm thinking, because there's no penalty. But that official that's supposed to be standing there with that ball is supposed to stay there with it.
Yep.
Until the man he backs out, but he's walking. He's supposed to get his butt out of there.
Gabe Lillard is in at quarterback for the Maroon Devils now in the place of the shaken up Reese Winchester. We think Reese probably will be back. Gabe down the field, way overshot as he's looking down there for
Jenkins.
Is that Jenkins?
It looked like that's who he was looking for. No, it wasn't Jenkins.
Or is that Shiloh Woodson?
Yeah, I believe it was Shiloh.
Number 6.
Yeah, we ran 4 vertical routes right there trying to get somebody open up the middle of the field.
So now it's going to be 4th down. We're going to have to punt it away. So, again, we're struggling tonight offensively against Dade County. Still almost 6 minutes to play here in the second quarter.
Yeah, and we're struggling tackling, too. We've got to shore that up with 5 minutes, close to 6 minutes left in the second quarter. We've got to have a better effort tackling.
Now coming on to punt is going to be Josh Collins. And their return man is up near midfield. So I'm not sure we have enough guys on the field.
There was somebody out of place down there. And yeah, we got enough now.
Yeah, we got enough.
We had a flag thrown way back here by the official back here, and I don't believe it was the play clock because it had 16 on it.
Yeah. They're talking it over.
It's not illegal substitution because we never huddled.
Nope. There you go.
No flag. There we go.
Wave it off. You're not familiar with these officials down there.
All right.
Here comes the snap. Josh has had a good night. End over end punt again. It's going to be taking a fair catch at the 45. And that's their quarterback. He's the guy they want to handle the ball.
Oh, yeah. He can do it, too. I mean, he's proven that already. He's as much as he was. He's as good as they build him as, if not a little better. We got to get control of him and this passing game and the running game.
Well, coming in, we're talking about the Wolverines. They had passed for 321 yards. They had ran for 610 yards. They were averaging almost 8 yards a carry in their rushing game, which is tremendous.
Yeah. Back to the three-man Wolf front.
They're going to throw it. Penalty flag down.
Yeah, I believe somebody moved out there, on the edge.
Got a false start. So that'll back him up 5, first down and 15 with 5:47 to play before halftime. The band coming up on the halftime show. So if you want to see and hear the Maroon Devil Marching Band, be sure and stay tuned for halftime. As Joe Holt, Audrey Zelenka, and Emma Dingle will be there with the cameras and the microphone so you can watch and listen. Now again, 4 wide, 3-man front for the Devil defense. We jumped.
Man.
We're going to give it 5 back.
We gave it right back to him. That's our nose man again. He's not.
Boy, I tell you, it's when you're just fired up and ready to go, it's hard to wait.
It is, and it's part of that discipline thing. And I'll just tell our players, and I'm sure Coach Holt's doing the same thing, back up off the ball so you can see.
See the ball.
You don't have to be that close. You're going to be playing a technique anyway. You're going to be reading somebody.
And he goes right between the guard and center. Here comes pressure. Josh makes him throw it away.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, Josh Collins had him.
Yeah, he felt it coming too. That's what Coach Holt, he likes doing that, and Josh did a great job of realizing that the angle that he needed to go to get in that foot pursuit there.
Outstanding blitz from that corner over there as Josh was chasing the quarterback, and he had no time. He just threw it away. 5:41. Don't forget now some other activities coming up next week. Volleyball is going to be at Tuscola Monday, and then we're going to be home hosting Nantahala on Tuesday. That's in varsity volleyball next Monday and Tuesday. 4 wide receivers again. Wolf front by the defense. Here comes Josh sneaking up again. And
Change your direction. There the baby. Change your angle. That's it.
Josh Collins again, and Blake Swain on the tackle.
Yep, you got to be able to change your direction at the line of scrimmage, change your angle of attack. Before he went straight to him, but now and Coach Holt down there telling him right now, make sure of your angle. Play back inside out on it when you blitz like that.
We see Blake over there calling out the defensive signal.
Yeah, we got the. Now we're staying with the 3 deep scheme.
Yep, 3-man front.
Going to bring Josh
Here
again.
Comes Collins again after the quarterback again. Cooper throwing this time. He almost picked off. And down there, good coverage, and that was outstanding work by the secondary.
And there's the flood route again. You see all 3 of those wide receivers over there were within 7 yards of each other, all headed in the same direction. So this will bring up a punting situation. That's a good defensive stand right there.
It was. Glaspie over there with a good play.
It was, and he almost picked that thing off.
He did.
If he picks it off on his feet, they're in for a foot race.
Yeah, Glaspie's going to be dropping back along with Josh Collins to return the punt. Now, still 5 minutes to play here in the second quarter, fourth down, and we think they're going to punt it away. Yeah,
they're just trying to get all their people on the field.
Yeah, here's Wheeler, the punter, number 19. And they're still
call a timeout.
Yep, they're still not ready to go with their punt team. Coming up next week, as we mentioned, our Maroon Devil varsity team off next Friday. JVs are going to be hosting Murphy next Thursday right here at home. Now, coming up tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., it's going to be a big cross-country meet up at Katua. up there in what we used to call Governor's Island. And they're going to be having a big cross country. And I tell you, our cross country and track team, Coach, are just outstanding.
Yeah, I don't know how they do that. I can't even drive cross country. I hate to drive as far as those young people are running.
They are tremendous. They are tremendous. And talking about next week, the boys soccer team will be hosting Hayesville on Monday. Then the soccer team will be at Cherokee on Wednesday. So some activities going on outside the world of football. Remember, varsity off next week, open date. JV's at home here next Thursday with Murphy.
That was a fake.
Whistle blows.
Yep.
Well, I heard the whistle.
There was a whistle. Now he's broke in open field. Ball popped out.
And they got the first down.
down.
But I'm not sure what that whistle was about.
Somebody blew a whistle.
Oh, Coach Holt's furious, and
Yeah,
we heard
there
it
was
all
a
the way
whistle.
up here.
I heard a whistle blow.
We did too, and our fans are not happy.
Don't move those down markers. Do not move them.
Yep.
Somebody blew a whistle.
Somebody blew a whistle.
Yeah.
I mean, when we could hear it up here,
Yeah.
our players stopped. You could see
Yeah,
it.
everybody stopped. Their player stopped.
Yeah.
And then he realized nobody. He just took off. He just kept running.
Boy, Coach Holt is not a happy guy right now.
Yeah, somebody blew a whistle. Now, if it wasn't one of them, there's somebody in the stands
Yeah,
over there.
somebody
because
blew
a whistle blew.
You better believe it. And they're having a huddle out there, and they've got to blow that play dead, I would think.
Yep.
Or at the very best, run it over.
They're putting the ball back here in the fourth down.
Now their fans over there are booing. So
Yeah, somebody blew a whistle.
yeah, nobody's happy.
Yeah. Yeah, Coach Holt looks satisfied with the explanation. So
Yeah,
it may be a do-over.
Yeah, a do-over.
Yeah, because I just don't know where the whistle came from.
Yeah.
And if it's not an official on the field, it's somebody in the stands.
Yeah, and those people
Now that
need
was
to
their
go.
fake, and now we better stretch because they may run another fake.
Yeah, we know they can do it.
Oh yeah.
So again, Collins and Glassby back deep. Punting now is going to be Zeke Wheeler, number 19. For the Wolverines, high snap. He pulls it down. Now he's
There's
going to
a pass.
throw.
He threw it.
And it's going to be complete. And they've got a first down out on the left side. Down inside
Now
the
wrap
40-yard
him up.
line. There's a penalty flag down. And I hope we don't see a targeting call.
Not from there. I can't understand why that would be.
Now we'll see what the penalty is, but they're pointing toward
Yeah.
Dade County, but I hope it's not a targeting.
No, if it's a targeting, I'm assuming he'd carried it on down here where the penalty was,
Right.
where it took place.
Yeah,
but it's out there where it's thrown in the area where about holding would be called.
Yeah, near midfield almost.
Yeah.
So they're pointing toward the sideline over here. Now, Dade County did pick up the first down, but it's going to depend on this penalty flag right here.
That's right.
Oh, it's against Dade County.
Yeah. And it may be a loss of down. That means that it's not a do-over this time.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Should maybe our ball.
I believe it is. Yeah.
Illegal blindside block.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
So they're going to punt it over, but it's now they're going to have to back up to the 39. So, well, I tell you, we've got to watch. They've faked, and now they've passed out of that punt formation.
Yeah, I mean, they ran fake. Now they passed, faked it, and threw it. Yeah, and they got the wide side of the field over there, and that's number 19 doing the punting. So
yeah, we better be ready for anything.
He's going to
they're
soccer
gonna-
style kick it out of bounds so we don't get a return.
That one's going to be over out of bounds at the 30-yard line.
Yep.
So 4:40 to play, and I tell you, Coach, on that series, we saw a little bit of everything.
Yeah, it is. They're pulling out all the stops. I mean, you got to give credit where credit's due. That coach, he's as intense about it as we are.
Yeah. And if it hadn't been for that penalty flag, they would have had a first down at our 40-yard line.
With over 4.5 minutes left to play.
Yep, a lot of time left. 7-0 Dade County. Our Maroon Devils still right now trying to get it going offensively. And again, now looks like Reese is back in there.
Yeah.
So he's okay, and that's good. That's good to know.
That is good to know.
3 wide receivers, first down and 10 at the 31. Fires it out here, almost a wide receiver screen, but he one-hopped it over here, and it's going to be incomplete over here to number 10, Keontae Graham.
Yeah, he may not have his composure back yet from that lick. That looked almost like the same thing he was trying to do when he got hit from behind there, because he hesitated and he had to pull that ball in, and when he did, he got hit.
Yes, he did.
He just short-hopped that one.
So now 2nd down and 10, clock stops still. It seems like we've had a lot of time left for the last 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
It's still time.
When you fake 2 punts and they get something happens crazy, they call it back, yeah. Weird things happen.
Yeah, still 4.5 minutes to play here. Reese rolling to his right, firing, and he's got just over the head of Glaspie and almost into the hands of their corner over here.
Yeah, hit him right in the top of the helmet as he was laying out there.
So now it's going to bring up 3rd down and 10 for the Maroon Devils. And probably another passing situation here.
Well, it might be something a little bit different. I don't know whether Coach Cook will pull out some of the stuff he's been doing at practice or not, but he's got a few razzle-dazzle plays that he likes to run. If any point in time you see that number 2 go out there and line up as a wing or as a wide receiver, get ready, because it's fixing to happen right here.
Well, here's Glaspie as a wing.
Now throw it backwards and then throw it over the middle.
Oh, it's going to be intercepted.
Golly bum.
On the interception, Caleb Massey bringing it back for Dade County. He's going to be tackled down inside our 25-yard line. But, again, Gabe Lillard was the man in the backfield, and he passed out of the backfield. But it kind of hung up on him.
It did, out into the middle of the field.
Yeah.
And that's a play they worked on at practice, so that by splitting Gabe out there, nobody really notices it. And then it's a backwards pass, so it's thrown backwards, and so he can legally throw it downfield then. Just didn't work out. Going back.
Yeah, here they go with that bunch on the right side.
Yeah, going with everybody over there, and guess where the quarterback's going?
There he
right
goes.
now.
And he had a lot of blockers out there, and he cuts back
another
inside.
Arm tackle.
Down inside the 15-yard line, but wow, he has a lot of people out there to block.
And the thing about it is, we're in position. We're actually running by him. We're closing on him so fast, and his feet are so good, he'll make you miss. So you just got to get your feet under you and make the play.
Yeah.
Just make the tackle right there when you get to him. Don't worry about killing him.
Yeah. Of course, they had 5 wide receivers over there blocking for him.
Going with this bunch set again right here.
Yep, on the left side this time.
Mm-hmm. They're going to run the back. This is a power play, a counter.
Yep, penalty flag.
Play. Yep.
And this may be a holding call.
Yeah, it should be. Anytime they start wide like that, 9 times out of 10, and especially with that bunch set like they had over here, somebody's going to get held.
Yep, somebody's
going to get tackled. Yeah.
So they'll bring this one back with still 3:40 to play before halftime. 7-0 Dade County. Our Maroon Devils trying to keep them out of the end zone. There's the holding call against the offense. So that'll back up the Wolverines and help our Maroon Devil defense. And, Coach, our defense has been on the field a lot.
A lot, and it's not a good situation. We've got to change it. We've got to start drives. We've got to start picking up first downs. As of right now, I don't think we've had a first down in the game.
It has been a struggle.
Yeah.
Looking at some of the stats here, as a matter of fact, we don't.
Yeah.
They have 8 first downs. We have none. Talking about plays here tonight, they have run right now 28 plays, 168 yards. We've run 13 plays for 9 yards.
Yeah. All right. Man. Look for this stunt coming off the edge out there. Come closing inside, wrap him up. There you go.
This time we got him. This time the big guy in the middle got him.
Yeah, we did a better job of playing on the line of scrimmage.
Yes, we did.
Coach Holt bumped them down a technique. That's one of his gap techniques. Brought the outside backer off the edge.
Had 2 good tackles in there, Grady Lewis and big L.D. Luquire.
Yeah, and Cole Weichel kind of made that happen by the way he closed down that line of scrimmage out of that offensive set.
So doing a good job. 3rd down, 11 now. They actually got a little back from that holding call. Here comes the blitz. Josh coming after him. They run a slant right where Josh came from. It's going to be complete over here to 14, Levi Moreland.
All right, that's going to bring up 4th down. 4th and about 5 is the way it's looking. 4th and 6 maybe.
Josh Collins coming over here to follow the play and help out on the tackle along with Riley Winchester.
Yeah. Now here's where they like this wide side of the field. They really want to get their athletes out there over there to that wide side of the field. We got to have our heads up. We got to do a good job tackling. And they're not afraid to throw it on this fourth down situation.
And they got a 6'5" wide receiver, number 14, wide left. And they got kind of a mismatch over here on that side. And they look for him in the slant. Now it's up for grabs in the end zone. Jump ball. And it's going to be knocked down.
It's our ball right there then.
That's Glaspie knocking it down.
He wanted this single coverage over here. He wanted the single coverage, and when it wasn't there, he knew where his other people were going deep, and he hung it up there.
Yeah, Riley Winchester was over here against number 14, big 6'5", Levi Moreland.
Yeah, good coverage.
It was.
And linebacker dropped into good underneath coverage.
And right now it's going to bring up a first down. Our Maroon Devils get the ball back with 2:14 still to play. A lot of time still to play here in the first half, and right now I believe we still have 2 of our timeouts left, Coach.
Yeah, we do.
If I read that right.
If we can get this going right here. They're bumping down to a three wide. Here we go.
Here comes Gabe Lillard.
Yep.
Gabe out across the 25-yard line.
Doing a good job on line of scrimmage here. We got to start knocking them back.
That's it.
We got to start knocking these people back because they're stunting up front. They're slanting, scraping. Scraping simply means bringing down linemen towards the football and letting linebackers play over the top. And they do a lot of that. And a slant's where they all just go one direction. And most of the time it's to the wide side of the field.
Second down and 1 now for the Maroon Devil offense.
Yeah, they're going back to their 5-man front.
Yep, 1:40 to play before halftime. We had motion, no penalty flag, but we get the first down out across the 30. But again, now the clock's still running with a minute and a half.
Yeah, as a counter trap, they brought that linebacker down and put him down as a nose man. They'll go back probably now to their 4-man front.
We're going to have to watch the clock here, too.
Whatever formation we show him. Nope, he's coming back down to make that 5-man front. Run another veer play.
Oh, ball is on the ground.
And they got it.
And they got it. Yep. Ball is on the ground, and it's another turnover, and we've struggled with that this year. Our Maroon Devils, that's going to be our 10th fumble, and we've lost 7 of them, and that's a big stat.
And there again, they scraped down in there and hit right on the hookup, and it's tough. It's tough to hang on to the ball. It's tough to turn loose of the ball as a quarterback, and it's just they're doing a great job up front up there trying to control us out of their formations. Once they saw Reese go underneath, they jumped immediately into that 5-man front, thinking veer.
And right now, Coach, not being critical, but right now Dade County's controlling the line of scrimmage.
Oh, they're controlling everything so far. I mean, they really are.
They are. First down and 10. Cooper back to throw. Steps up, has time, got his man, going to be complete inside the 30. Tries to come back, and he does get some more yards after the catch, talking about big 6'4" Zeke Wheeler.
Yeah, and there again, if you know, when I talk about arm tackling, we were reaching for him before we ever got to him. You got to get your body set up, and he's going to come back to you. But when you take a run at him and stick an arm out, that's what a good receiver, a good running back wants you to do because he can make you miss.
Yep. Or a run through it.
A run through it, yeah.
So now they get out of bounds, 52 seconds left right now. Dade County has no timeouts left, so they've got to be careful here if they want to try to score before halftime. 52 seconds.
Wide side of the field again. There comes the quarterback. He's rolling that way. Flood route again. Going to throw it right in that same hole.
Yep. Got his man. They get out of bounds.
He dropped it.
Going to be incomplete over there.
No, he's saying it's a catch. There's no way that ball was on the ground. That dude's lost his mind.
Wow. Down inside the 10-yard line. If they're going to call it, it's going to be a catch at the 9-yard line. First down and goal. Man, oh, man. Complete
that ball
down there
popped out long before he didn't even have full possession of it.
Nick Eckert, number 12, the receiver down there for the Wolverines. But now first down and goal. Yep. Dade County.
Got trips over here to the wide side again. That's where he's looking.
Cooper looking, stepping up. Got a little daylight. Always hard to catch him, but we do get a grab on him. There's Josh Collins, got his leg. Good tackle. 30 seconds and counting.
Yeah,
they have no timeout.
Yep, they're going to try to kill the clock.
Yep, they're just going to spike it.
Yep.
So that'll stop it with 22.8 seconds, and that gives them time for a couple, maybe 3 more plays.
Yeah.
But that quarterback, Coach, you're right, he is dangerous.
Yeah, he's scary. I mean, he is. There's no two ways about it. He's a good football player, and knows what he's doing.
Yep,
He knows
6'3"
when,
senior.
Yeah, he knows when to throw that ball away, when to throw it, and he throws a bullet.
So they look to the sideline for the play call. Again, they have no timeouts. Our Maroon Devils have 2 if we need them. Now they're going to operate from the gun. 4 wide receivers inside the 9-yard line. Cooper in the gun. Here comes
Wide side
pressure,
again.
and he throws it away.
Yep.
And boy, I tell
Bring
you,
up fourth down.
Big Bo was after him.
Bo was after him. They brought Bo off the edge right there. They brought the linebacker inside. That put Bo moving outside, and that's a good change up for Coach Holt, and he likes that. He likes coming after him that way.
And number 81, Nathan Bogdanovich. And now they looks like they're going to try to kick 3. Trying to kick a field goal on 4th down with 19 seconds. They're going to bring the kicker on, and that's Zeke Wheeler, the guy. No, he's going to be the holder.
He's the holder, and I'm not sure if they're going to use the same kicker or not.
This is Caroline Tremere.
All right, we call a time.
We have 2 timeouts left. They don't have any,
I thought they were out.
according to the clock.
They better check their cards. I think that official needs to check his card.
Yeah, to see if
we
we
actually called the timeout. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, we called it. So that's.
And I know exactly why he did it. That's not their regular kicker that was coming onto the field. It's time for them to run the fake again.
Oh.
And that's why Coach Holt, he realized that, and so he's going to set up a defense. He's not going to try. He may try to go block it, but I would play a field defense against this right here, because they're not,
He smells a rat.
He smells a rat, because the kicker was not the young lady that kicked the extra point. And
Coming on again was Caroline Tremere. They have twins, Caroline Tremere, 81, and her sister Abigail Tremere.
Yeah.
That are kickers, but
Right
they normally kick PATs.
Right. He's bringing a block out with him, but that don't mean anything.
No. And this would be a 26-yard field goal.
Well, they were attempting to kick it another kicker, but all I saw.
Now this is a different guy. This is Leonard Ryby.
Yeah, it was line drives every time I saw him kick it,
And
like
that's
that right
one.
there.
And
Yeah,
that's not even close.
Yeah. In pregame warm-up, that's exactly what he did. He just hit line drive balls. I never saw one of them go through. So.
Wow, it didn't get up in the air. So now it's going to be no good. Our Maroon Devils will get the ball back and probably just run a play and head to the locker room at halftime with 16 seconds left and a 7-0 Dade County lead.
Yeah, we need to regroup and rethink this right here. We got it. As my grandpa used to say, we got our daubers down a little bit. We got to get pumped back up for what we got to do here in the second half. Get our feet back up under us. We've mishandled the ball. We've thrown interceptions. We've fumbled. It's not been a good half for us.
And there is the knee, and we are going to head to the locker room at halftime. And right now, Dade County in the lead, 7-0. Let me see if I have any other scores to pass along right here before halftime. Fannin County 35, Murphy 7, with 6 minutes to play before halftime is the only score we have. But Fannin County is just pasting Murphy right now in that football game in non-conference play. Fans, stay tuned. We've got the band coming up at halftime and a lot more football. Stay with us on the Maroon Devils Network.
Dana Moore. Drum majors are Emma Carter and Jay Bradley. Brass captain is Morgan Hudley. Woodwind captain is Marilyn Ely. Percussion captain is Frank Schuler. And color guard captain is Samantha Birchfield. Their 2022 marching show is titled The Piano Man. Tonight's musical selections will feature Beethoven's Berlioz, Billy Joel's Piano Man, and the George classic Rhapsody in Blue. Tonight, the band will be adding their closing number, the Caravan. They will travel to Andrews High School for exhibition on Monday night and have their first competition of the season next Saturday at Inca High School. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Swain Marching Room Demo Band. Ladies and gentlemen, the award-winning Maroon Devil Band.
Hey Maroon Nation, my name is Erin Jenkins and I'm an alumni of Swain. Hey Maroon Nation, my name is Erin Jenkins and I'm an alumni of Swain High and also the Maroon Devils Network. The network you're watching right now helped me chase my dreams and get my start in broadcast journalism. From weekly interviews with Coach B to hosting game day specials and even getting to sit down with some of Swain High's greatest football legends.
History of the Maroon Machine.
All of these things help get me to WNCT 9 on your side in Greenville, North Carolina as an on-air news reporter. Right now, you can help other students just like me to chase their dreams by liking, subscribing, and sharing the Maroon Devils Network. As always, go Big Maroon!
Fans, welcome back. A 7-0 Dade County lead here at halftime at Swain County Memorial Stadium. And let me tell you, the stats are actually worse than the score right now. Right now, Dade County in the first half had 36 plays, 187 yards total offense. That was 20 and 110 on the ground on 20 carries, 77 yards passing on 8 of 16 completions. Our Maroon Devils, 17 plays, only 22 total yards in the first half. I'm not sure how long it's been since we've had that kind of a production in the first half offensively, but there's a very good kick return back out to the 34-yard line by the Maroon Devils' Austin Jenkins. So, Coach, let's hope that gives us a jump start here in the second half.
Yeah, we got to get our feet under us. We got to get reorganized here, and I know that's the way Coach Holt and his staff approached it. Halftime, we've got to change the dynamic of this game right now. And we got to do it with some spectacular play. It's not going to just happen. We got to start forcing the issue now, and we've just not forced it enough. We're not doing a good job tackling. We're not doing a good job of execution of our offense. So we're going to see how this thing rolls down now.
And here we go. And boy, this one almost looked like a jet sweep off the wing over there from the 30-yard line. We lost 3 yards on first down. 2nd and 13 coming up.
Yeah, we were trying to turn that into a trap play. And there again, they're stunting those front people up there. You can watch the way they're reacting. They'll go from a 4 to a 3 front to a 5 front. They're just moving folks around. They like the 4 front. That's where they like to stay.
Now the Maroon Devils, 1 man wide left, 1 wide right. Reese Winchester taking the snap. He's back in the shotgun, and this time Josh Collins runs to the 34-yard line we got about 3 of those back, so it's going to bring up now a 3rd down and still almost 10 to go.
Yeah, we're not getting them moved in the line of scrimmage there. They're collapsing on us just like we did on them some in the first half, and just not letting us. We're not letting us get any of those trap games going inside. So it'll be something different.
And coaches, and any football fan, hey, whoever controls the line of scrimmage usually controls the game.
Oh, when it's in there where it's down and dirty.
Yes, yes, indeed. Now got a man in motion, and here comes the jet sweep, and boy, they smelled it out, and they stop us actually for a loss. We tossed it to Keontae Graham, and he had nowhere to go because they were right there to, shut it down.
Yeah, they slammed the door shut, and they were defending the wide side of the field all the way. And, all you have to do is watch the movement of their defensive linemen and their linebackers. They're not gambling as much as they're playing a read technique on the move. They're reading different linemen than they're lining up on.
Back deep to return now is going to be their quarterback, Brody Cooper, and we know how dangerous he is with the football in his hands. Another good punt by Josh Collins. Cooper's going to take it at the 35 and return it out to the 40. Breaks a tackle, 45-50. He's got good feet down the sideline.
Right,
got a no penalty flag down, and he's going to go all the way inside the 15-yard line.
We got it now. We finally got the holding call. He pinned us. He pinned us to the ground.
So, boy, that was almost a huge play for Dade County. And it's going to come back because, again, Brody Cooper is so dangerous with the football. And Coach, when he's in the open field, he's almost more dangerous than when he's in the backfield.
He is. And we're doing a terrible job of getting our bodies under control right now. And he's going to come to you. And you try to tell young people that. If you give him 3 yards, so what? You don't let him pop it like this right here. And we're going down through there sticking our arms out, and that's what he's waiting on. That's what he's hoping for.
Yeah, because he's going to run right through that.
Yeah.
Or fake
he either runs through it or he makes your body's out of position when you're reaching. You're out of balance. You're nowhere even close to being balanced up. You got to gather your feet under you. And these kids know this. They've been coached on this, but they're taking and running and taking shots, and that's the result of it right there. And he has a whole lot to do with that.
He does. I heard a basketball coach say the same thing one time. He says, here's the call. It's going to be, I'm sure, a holding call on the return team. And there is the call. Brings it back to their 44. But he said when basketball players commit fouls, it's because they're out of position they have to reach.
They have to reach, and they put their hands in there.
Yep.
We've got to start getting ourselves in position.
Got to get your Body
now
in
here's
position, get your feet under you.
All right.
Now there's an unsportsmanlike conduct
Unsportsmanlike,
call
yeah.
against Dade County on top of the holding call.
All right.
Wow, that's big. That moves it back to the 29-yard line of
Yep.
Dade County. Man,
Well, that coach is upset. He couldn't see what we saw over here. We saw him get tackled. That literally, we were talking about tackle. When they went to block our number 30, they tackled him. They
tackled him.
literally tackled him out here on the 50-yard line.
yeah, Darius Sadukas.
Yeah, Darius was doing everything he could, trying to get it loose from the guy, but he couldn't even get loose from him on the ground.
Here they come running
Put
to
your
the
body
right
on
side.
him. Put your body on him.
And there's the wide receiver, number 19,
Yeah.
Zeke Wheeler, actually getting the handoff.
Yeah, that's his one running play they give him right there. That's his play.
And he's a big, tall, 6'4" wide receiver, but he runs it for, I guess, some of the yards back. It's going to bring up a second down at about 3 now. 7-yard gain on first down.
Running out of 2 tight ends with the inside wing set. Probably going to snap it and run the power play.
Almost the same play.
Ball
Loose.
Now run.
We got it.
Did
Ball
we
popped
get it?
up in the
I don't
air,
know if we got it.
and we actually intercepted that fumble. And that ball popped right up in the air, right in the hands of, is that Glaspie? Yeah, that's Glaspie, number 13.
Yeah.
He was right on the spot. And it just popped up right in his hands.
Yep.
So our Maroon Devils get a big break here. Now let's see if we can turn this break into something positive. So now 9:15 to play, third quarter, 7-0 Dade County. Our Maroon Devils now get a big turnover at their 39-yard line. 1st and 10. Let's see if we can again get something going offensively here tonight.
We got to start generating right now. We can't wait any longer.
That's it. We need to answer on this turnover.
There's a slant to the wide side of the field by their front people.
Oh, Reese is in trouble. He gets away. Now he throws it away down the sideline.
Smart move.
And
Smart move. There should have been a penalty over here by this young man over here getting hit when he hit Reese out of right after he threw the football.
So I'm really surprised there was not a flag on that. So now incomplete, 2nd down and 10, 9:02 to play, third quarter. Again, let's see if our Maroon Devils can generate. I think if we could just generate some offense, get a good drive, get a score, it would pick us right up.
We got to. I think we got to get Big Mo to put on that maroon jersey.
You said it.
So far, he has not even looked at it.
That's right. Yeah, he's been wearing that white. 2nd down and 10, Maroon Devils
You can watch that
39.
Yeah, that front four of theirs, they're laid their ears back blitzing. He's got them beat out here on the corner.
Reese rolls away and throws it back across, but he couldn't make it happen. Try to get it down there, but throwing across your body like that, headed toward the sideline is tough as you try to get Austin Jenkins.
Yeah, he was trying to get it to Austin. It brings up 3rd down. And that's going to – we got 2 downs here if Coach Holt decides to try to make something happen. But it may be too early in the second half to make that decision. But he's almost in that type of territory. Got to get this play called because the time's running out. We may have to call a timeout. We may need the timeout.
Yeah,
Play clock's
3,
running. We don't need a
1.
penalty. We don't need a penalty.
Boy, they got the snap away just in time.
Yeah.
Here comes Reese, got a penalty flag in. Maybe a holding call on our offense this time.
Probably so. We were running the gun option there. He carried it out to the pitch, but it'll come back to that spot of the foul.
So, boy, we've had some flags flying.
Yeah,
holding, yep.
Yep.
And they're starting to watch for that, Coach, because we've seen several holding calls since we saw that earlier in the game.
Yeah, they literally, they were doing a good job tackling us. I just don't know who it's on. That's one thing about it. They don't have it. They don't tell you who the penalty's on, and I didn't particularly see it. The others, I've kind of seen them. I've seen them literally tackle our players.
Some are obvious, aren't they?
Yeah, to the ground.
Yeah.
And grab them around the head and stuff like that.
Hey, if you can't block them, just tackle them, right?
That must be their philosophy. Now, you can watch these front 4 right here for Dade County. You're going to see some movement out of them when the ball's snapped.
They're
right
down
there
to
comes the
16.
linebacker coming
Reese in
over
trouble.
the top.
Reese in trouble on the sideline. He has to go out of bounds.
There should be a penalty flag there.
There it is.
That's a 1st down.
Yep.
Yeah, they decided to try to pile drive him right there, and
Yeah, and that's the wrong place to do it on our sideline.
You don't want to do that over there.
No.
Yeah, that could get you in a lot of trouble. Yeah.
And now everybody gets separated okay, but that is a penalty on the out-of-bounds hit. And that's let's see if that gives us an automatic first down.
Yeah, it should. If it's
And that should be a personal foul.
Mm-hmm.
And looking at some of the penalty yards here tonight, Coach, right now, Dade County, 7 penalties for 65 yards. Now Maroon Devils only 4 penalties, 35 yards.
Yeah.
And there's a big one. First down. Well,
it's a dead ball.
They spotted at the 30, so it's actually going to bring up 3rd down and 1.
Well, I'm wrong then. I thought that
I did too.
Personal foul, I wasn't sure. Maybe it's unsportsmanlike. I can't remember.
So.
I've been out of it too long. All right, now they're going
4th and 1.
Yeah, they're going to their 4-man or 5-man front. You'll see them stunting out of this thing. They're not going to bring a backer. They're going to slant to the wide side of the field. You'd see them all turn their shoulders wide side. Now get going, Reese. Get up the field.
Yeah, he got just enough for the first down, and that'll keep this Maroon Devil drive alive with 8:20 to play in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, that'll give us another first down, which we sorely needed.
Oh boy, no kid.
Keep possession of this ball. We got to keep it out of their hands and score on this possession, if at all possible.
You said it. This is a big drive. We've talked about some of the last couple of minutes in the first half, some of the early minutes of the 3rd quarter that are really big in the overall scheme of a football game.
Yeah.
It's trying to get that momentum back on your side, and the Maroon Devils are desperately trying to gain that momentum.
Yeah, now they're trying to gain an overhang linebacker going to that 50 front because we got in our power eye.
5-man front.
Toss sweep, getting upfield.
Trying to cut inside and doing a good job cutting inside. That's the first time we've seen Kellen McCullough cut carry in a while.
Yeah. Yeah, they've been using him as that tailback in that power eye look right there. Get him on the field because he's kind of wiry too. He likes to run up in there and he likes to make those cuts and jump and he plays hard.
That was number 16. Kellen is a sophomore. Had some big carries in that North Buncombe game early this year.
Yes, sir, it was. He really took it over.
So now he's right beside the quarterback on the right side. On the left side is Gabe Lillard. The back's in there with Reese. Reese wants to throw. Fires, going to be incomplete.
Something was completely wrong with that.
Yeah, not on the same page there.
Yeah, incomplete pass. And
yeah, the
guy knocked Reese into the head official. Head official jumping on Reese for getting knocked into it. And I don't know.
Yeah, not sure if the receiver ran the wrong route or the ball just went to the wrong place where he thought the receiver might be.
Yeah.
So
we got to sharpen some of this up because we don't need to be wasting downs.
3rd down now. Maroon Devils need 6. 7 minutes to play. 3rd quarter. Dade County still with a 7-0 lead. Basically same set. This time Gabe on the right side of Reese. And he's going to hand off. Now he's going to pull the ball back out. But, boy, they're all over the play in the backfield.
Yeah, they're playing that hangover look out here on the outside to try to take Reese away. They've watched enough film to know that he can hurt you if he gets on the edge with that running that option football.
And I think Reese is hurting a little bit.
Yeah, he's banged up a little bit.
Yeah, he's holding his left shoulder and left arm. And so now we're looking at 4th down. We need 7. 6.5 minutes to play at the Dade County 23-yard line. Big 4th down here to keep this drive alive.
May see a long count right here, a false count, and then run a play. We'll see.
Wide right is Graham. Wide left is Jenkins.
There's a dump pass.
Over the middle, and there's contact, but no penalty flag down. Trying to hit Nathan Bogdanovich on that quick slant.
Yeah, that's there again. That's the dump pass like they threw on us earlier in the ball game. Just trying to get that tight end upfield underneath there, in between the safeties. If they're too high, two safeties high, you jump inside. If there's one, you stay to the outside and stay away from it.
So that gives the ball back now to Dade County. 6:15 to play. Our Maroon Devils still tonight trying to get inside that elusive red zone, if you will. Still haven't penetrated their 20 tonight.
Going with the 5-man front this time.
5-man front. And they run to the left side, and plugging that hole again is going to be Darius Sanook.
Yeah. We can just get there a little bit earlier, just a little bit earlier. Now, that was pretty good tackling right there because if you noticed, there was there was bodies going on bodies. There wasn't any reaching. People, they closed it by using their chest and seeing what they hit and putting their bodies on their bodies and running their feet. When you start sticking your arms out, you're in trouble.
So now second down as Dade County needs 7. They're going to wing over here on the left side. Cooper in that shotgun, puts a man in motion. And, they moved on the right side. They had a false start. Yeah. And they run to the right side. That's going to be their wide receiver. He cuts back inside, has a first down and then some. But their right tackle moved, but no flag.
No flag, and he just outrun us. That's the foot race they want to get you in. They're going to win that over us if we don't get better leverage. They're putting a body on a body out there, and we're losing our leverage. They're keeping us hemmed up inside of that.
Now first down, Dade County, 5:14 to play third quarter, 7-0 Maroon Devils down. Cooper hands off. Again, it's going to be 19. That's Wheeler, their big 6'4 receiver.
And there's his play again.
Yep, he likes that one. And, wow, there's a penalty flag. And
I believe it's going to be on Lucas Sutton.
Yeah, we might have hit a little bit late on that one.
Well, what happened was the guy was driving him out through there, then tackled him to the ground. And no, that's not Lucas. That'd be Bo.
Yeah, that's Nathan Bo, 81, I think.
Yeah, I don't know which one of them. No, Lucas is still out there. I thought that 8 was a 3, but that's what it was. He got piled up over there.
Yeah, unsportsmanlike.
Yeah.
So a tough break for the Maroon Devils. Here's one updated score right now. Cherokee and North Gaston are tied 7-7 in the fourth quarter. But again, the surprise score last we heard, boy, Fannin County is tearing up some Murphy Bulldog over there in that part of the territory tonight. 56-7 at halftime. And
all right, going with the 2 tight end set, wing and 2 backs in the backfield, giving it to 19. Yep. That's his play right there. It's his power play.
Yep, they like that play. There's another flag down.
Yeah, that'll be holding or tackling. We're going to call it from now on because it's not holding. They are literally tackling us on that edge out there. Yeah.
4:44 to play. Penalty flag down. Clock is stopped with Dade County up 7-0. And there is another holding call on Dade County. And again, talking about penalties here tonight. So far tonight, 8 penalties, 78 yards on Dade County. On Maroon Devils, 5 penalties, 50 yards. But again, offensively, it's been a long night.
Yeah.
28 plays for our Maroon Devils, 32 total yards.
Total yards. Yeah. Just not generating enough offense.
That's it. Got to get some offensive production. Still a lot of time left. Still only a 1-score game.
Same 2 tight end set. Got the wing to the other side.
Maroon Devils 5-man front. Here they go with 19 again. Here it goes again.
Play. They're just giving it to us out of different formations. Same blocking scheme.
And, boy, they like that play.
They do. I mean, that's how they've made their living off doing that kind of stuff. But now if we can hold them right here, but they're going to run the same formation pretty much. They're going to go with that and try to just wear us down.
Second down 11 at hour 39.
Yeah, and they got 19 at the running back position now. He'll let the wing lead him again.
Here he goes
there
again.
He goes again.
Oh, this time we get it.
Yep.
And there's Blake Swain and company. We drive him backwards.
And there again. When you see a body on a body and feet driving, he don't go any further.
That's it.
He does not go any further.
And Grady Lewis led that charge.
Yeah, and when you're able to do that, then people just don't run over you. That's
it. And Grady's a big guy, big sophomore in there, and he held his man up and plugged that gap.
All right, now they're going to play with the wide side of the field here. They're going to try. I see it. They're going to change the personnel out so they can try to spread us out.
Yep, got big 14 over here, 6'5", Levi Moreland.
Yep, going with the double. They're going to Covey over there. That means somebody's ineligible. This guy.
They're all over here now. On the wide side of the field. They're coming this way.
You better cover it. You
Yep,
got to get out here, get to it.
Cooper turns the corner, breaks the tackle, and it's going to be out of bounds. That may be a horse collar. Not sure. No, they're not going to call it, but he's okay. Just kind of got him by the jersey.
Yeah, it brings up 4th down, 4th and about 4.
So big 4th down. Good pursuit over here again by Riley Winchester and company.
And they're probably not going to change. They're probably going to run the same play to the wide side of the field over there or something similar to it.
Yeah, they like to put all those wide receivers out there to block for the quarterback.
That's it. And you've got to start rolling that way. Yeah. So here they're going with the trips over there. You got to protect the wide side of the field here.
Here goes Cooper
He's
again.
going to throw it. We got shot. We're not got any contain on him. First
and
down.
he hits it. First down at our 25-yard line. Josh Collins was after him, almost had him, but he hit his receiver just as he was falling down.
Yeah, we got to have better contain out there on that edge. We're not keeping him inside of. We're not using any. We're not putting any pressure on him.
You're right.
From the field, we're just playing down the line of scrimmage, and once he takes off running like that, you got to stay outside of him and put the pressure upfield on him and get ready to gather yourself. Going back to the 4-man front.
Oh, we jump
offsides again.
Yeah, we had about 3 guys jump that time.
Yeah.
He's going to bring it 1st and 5.
He's just long counting us and getting us to jump. We're not focused on that football.
Yeah. Hey, so don't forget, coming up tomorrow, we've got Swain County Cross Country. It's going to begin at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning over at Katua Field up there. If you don't know where that is, that's at Governor's Island, the old Ferguson Dairy Field from many, many, many years ago. Ferguson Bottoms, we used to call it. It's now Katua. That's been a long time. Used to have a dairy farm up there.
Yep. If you're liable to see an elk as you're running around through there.
That's right. No cows, but some elk.
Yeah, all the cows are gone. Now the elk hang out there. Got a pretty good stop right there, but still bringing up 2nd down.
2nd down and short at our 16-yard line. Coach, right now it's a big drive here. We hopefully can keep them off the board.
Yeah, they're staying in this 2 tight end set right here with this wing. We're staying in our 4-man front right here, trying to shift it back and forth, make a big difference.
They pop it outside, trying to turn the corner.
Yeah, we're running inside of blocks. When we go inside of a block, we're going to get beat.
Yeah. And they force it out of bounds down near the 7-yard line. Good coverage down there. Hustling all the way is going to be Darius Sanook over there. Also Josh Collins, Riley Winchester, Gabe Lillard coming up. And it's going to bring up a 1st down and goal, though, I'm afraid.
Yeah,
we're just goal at the 7.
Yeah, we're giving up too much leverage. He's committed to this right now. He just wants to bloody us up and try to run over us. And he's going with the eye backfield, going to run a toss sweep now, trying to stretch us to the edge, and they did.
And there he goes.
Bounces off.
Yep.
A tackle for a touchdown, just like he did earlier in the ball game.
Yep. Bounced off a hit and just popped it outside around the corner.
Same player, as a matter of fact.
Yep. Number 3, Evan Koger, sophomore. So now a 13-0 Dade County lead with still 1:50 to play in the 3rd quarter. Maroon Devils will get the ball back here and needing to answer back. Now for the point after coming on this time is going to be number 81 down there. That's going to be Caroline Tremere. Again, they have twin sisters who kick. Caroline kicks this one up, and it looks good, and it is. So now 14-0 Dade County, 1:50 to go, 3rd quarter. We'll take a timeout, and we'll continue here on the Maroon Devils Network. Fans, welcome back. Dade County will be kicking off to our Maroon Devils here on a Friday night. 1:50 to play here in this 3rd quarter. We're going to bring it back from the 6-yard line on the return, out across the 10, out across the 15, 20, 25, and down at the 28-yard line. This time it's going to be Kellen McCulloch. And now, Coach, hey, we got 1:40 to play here in the 3rd quarter. And again, we've got to generate some offense.
Yeah, it's just got to be positive stuff now. We're struggled with the negativity of it, and things haven't gone our way. We got to try to generate something that will create, like we were talking about, create us some momentum. We have not had any momentum tonight whatsoever.
That's it. Dade County has really been owning that so far here tonight. And let's see if we can get that to flip over to our side. First down and 10 now. Got a man in motion. It's going to be Glaspie.
Now,
He cuts it up.
Trey play again.
Gut.
Yeah. And we tried to run that just a little bit earlier. That's the play. It's a trap. It's a double trap, actually, with a pull trap block and a lead up. And we tried it early in the ball game, missed it. And then by trading the tight end over and the wing, we made it work.
Second down and 3 now for our Maroon Devils. 1:16 to play, third quarter. Now Reese looking at his armband, getting the play ready to go. Now different set in the backfield.
Yeah, full house backfield here now. They're going to jump into their 5-man front automatically.
Well, the safety drops way back.
Mm-hmm.
This time it's going to be Josh. Yeah, it's going to be Gabe.
He's still running, trying to get out of there. Picked up the first down.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's
got to
hurt.
get up. Yeah.
Looks like he got hit right on his knee.
Yeah, right as he made a turn, he was twisting right there, and I don't know.
He's going to limp off, but
he needs to just take a knee right there and hang on a second. Let
Kerry Powell look at it.
Make sure he didn't do some big time damage to it.
Yeah, I know one of the Murphy Bulldog key offensive players got injured last week, Coach, and it looks like he may be out for the rest of the year.
Oh man,
which is you hate to see that.
Oh, you hate
for
that. Anybody, anybody.
Yeah.
That's not a good thing.
No, and it was one of their key players. Is now there's a timeout on the field. We'll take a break. Fans, stay with us. We'll be back after this timeout. Fans, welcome back. Gabe Lillard helped off the field. He kind of walks off limping, and we hope he's going to be okay as he's over on the sideline now for at least a play or two, and hopefully he can walk that off and get ready to come back in for this Maroon Devil offense. First down, though, we have it at the 40-yard line, 1st and 10. Trying to get some momentum going. Toss in the backfield. It's going to be Kellen again. Boy, he's met in the backfield for a loss, and they had too many white jerseys past our line of scrimmage.
They are bringing them to the line of scrimmage. They're leaving 2 defensive backs. Everybody else is out of that formation. We see us loaded up back there in the backfield. They are coming, playing man coverage in the secondary and just and shooting gaps.
Yeah.
And they'll go from 4 to 5 to 6 of them on the line of scrimmage.
Wow.
They can't now because we got them spread out.
But they have a lot. Now they are spread out.
Yeah.
Got 4 wide over there defensively. Reese Winchester back to throw. Throws down the middle. Throws behind his man as basically running right down the middle of the field, the intended receiver, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, we need to take our time with that. We're kind of rushing everything and just see if we can't get – we've got to find one of those seams because it's bringing up 3rd and about 12. And this is where, as a defensive coach, you're telling you can run all sorts of blitzes now. You can tell those defensive linemen to, the old term, lay your ears back and go get them. And it makes them harder to block when it's 3rd and this kind of distance.
Oh, no doubt. Right now, 3rd down and 12. Our Maroon Devils' final play of the 3rd quarter coming up. Got a receiver wide on each side. Reese wanting to throw, throws to the sideline. Got his man. It's going to be short of the first down. They're going to say incomplete. The ball popped out when he was hit.
Yeah.
And, boy, and he got hit hard in the back, and our receiver is still down.
Yeah.
And I believe that was Keontae Graham, number 10.
Yeah, I believe it is.
And I thought we had a complete, Coach, but
nope.
Their defender hit him just as the ball arrived.
Yeah.
And it just incomplete.
I think there, too. I think he got the air knocked out of him. Yeah, he's getting up. He got hit from behind, pretty sharp lick by the corner closing back down on him.
Fans, that's going to wind up 3 quarters. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with the 4th quarter here on the Maroon Devils Network. Welcome back. Josh Collins to punt for the Maroon Devils. Back deep is here. Outstanding quarterback, talking about Brody Cooper, number 10. Floating punt, and it's going to take a sideways bounce, and we down it right there at the 31-yard line, and that's where they'll get the ball back, Coach. 3 quarters in the books. We have 12 minutes now to try and turn this game around, down 14-0 to Dade County.
Yeah, we need here again, Gary, going into this fourth quarter. This thing's not out of reach. We just got to make some things happen. We need some big. We've not had many breaks, and you create your own breaks. And so it's one of those things that we got to get focused back on what we can do and play the game how we know to play it.
That's it. First down and 10 now for the Wolverines.
Yeah, here they're coming with their loaded package again. Be too tight.
Yep, here
two
comes the tight
ends
end
with a wing.
And 19 in the backfield, and the quarterback's going to be under center.
Yeah, they're going to run an isolation play here. They've actually got too many, I think.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they got.
Yeah, their tackle's going to have to leave the field.
Yeah, too tight. They get now then. Now they're going to run an isolation right there. That's called an isolation right there. When they try to find the linebacker.
And boy, I tell you, 3 is like a pinball.
Yeah, and we got to quit playing with him. You got to we're bigger than he is. Put your chest on him and drive him into the ground. Quit reaching for him and trying to grab a hold of him or grab that football.
Yeah.
You got to stick him. And
he bounces off.
He bounces off if you don't wrap him up.
That's even Evan Kroger, number 3, a sophomore. And, yeah, he's hurt us for a couple of touchdowns, and he got about 4 yards there. Second down and 6.
Yeah, they'll run the same kind of stuff out of this city. It doesn't have to be out of our backs. There's the counter, trap.
Same thing.
Mm-hmm. Now run your feet.
And this time we wrap him up. Big LD got a hold of him.
Yeah, run your feet and tackle him.
Yep, LD over there. Also, again, Darius Sanook, number 30. We've called his name a lot tonight, his number. He's getting in on some tackles.
Yeah, this is the first ball game he's been able to, that he's got an opportunity to start on defense in.
He's playing well.
They like the scheme that they're doing with him and being able to bring Blake to the line of scrimmage and play this 4-man front you see right here. Isolation again with
here comes
the
3
guard
again.
pulling.
There's Koger again. Got the first down.
Yeah, he's a handful.
He
really is.
He is. So number 3, Evan Koger, running for the Dade County first down. The Wolverines now at the 45-yard line. First and 10. 10:30 to play. 14-0 lead over our Maroon Devils, who need to stop the Wolverines and get the football back and get on the board. And again, they're keeping everybody in tight. Nobody spread at all.
They're not going to right now because they don't need it. They're
That's
picking it. They're trying to eat this clock up, keep the ball out of our hands.
Here comes the quarterback.
Kept it and went the other way. We piled him up. Probably, I don't even know.
Good play.
That official over there said he made it to the line of scrimmage. I don't know whether he did or not. But
Big LD, Luke Wire, and others on the tackle.
Yeah, they tried to fool us with that backfield motion, and it didn't work out so well.
And again, you're right. They're just keeping everybody in tight. Second down and 10, and they are controlling the clock here. They've already had it now for almost 2 minutes.
Oh yeah, that's their objective right now is to keep that ball out of our hands to make sure nothing good happens for us. And there's
we
LD
jump
for
offside.
the third time.
Yep, just a little over-eager.
You can see it coming because when they get that type of situation, I mean that's a cheap and easy 5 yards you get.
Yeah. So now second down and 5 instead of second down and 10, and that changes your strategy a little bit, or it can anyway.
Yep. They're going to stay with what they had called.
Yep.
Because it's all about the power game for them right now.
That's right. Everybody in tight. Nobody wide at all. Got a wing over here on the right side. Now got a penalty flag.
Yeah.
Not sure what this is. False start.
False start.
Back them up, so we just trade penalties.
We did.
So it goes back to second and 10.
Oh, yeah. I didn't see who moved, but
I didn't either.
I think because they went on that count, and then a lot of times if an offensive lineman puts his hand down and then he picks it back up and looks around, a tight end can do that, but a tackle, a guard, and a center can't do that. Once they've addressed, once that hand goes on the ground, they can't move.
Yeah, once they're set, they got to remain still. Quarterback hands off. Here's 19 again. And, boy, he's he got back to the line of scrimmage, but we almost had him for a 3-yard loss.
Sure
and that was
did.
Blake Saint in there.
Yeah, they chasing him all the way to the sideline. They like that stuff, man. They like trying to stretch you, as we've seen the whole ball game, especially when they get everybody packed down in there like that.
3rd down and 11 now. Our Maroon Devils need to stop them right here, Coach. Force a 4th down and get the ball back.
Yeah, now they're going with a whole different package. They're going to run trips out here to this side. 19 over there by himself into the boundary.
And big 14, there was 6'5" receiver over here in the slot.
Take the tight end out, spread us out over the field again. Probably try to run that flood route or this back out here in the back, out of the backfield into the flat.
And they're looking left all the way. Pass up for grabs. Timing pattern incomplete.
That's right.
No flag is down, and you can see that they were watching 19 all the way.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been if there's no pass interference to that. Both of them were receivers at that point in time.
Good coverage down there. Gabe Lillard down there along with Josiah Glaspie, number 13 and number 2. And that was just kind of a foot race.
Yeah.
Now they're going to have to punt it away, though.
Yeah, we got to watch. They're not beyond faking this one either.
Yeah, they faked one on a run. They faked another and actually threw it. And now we're trying to get the right personnel in the right places.
Yeah.
4th and 11. The quarterback is the punter. High snap. He pulls it down. This time he boots it away, aims it toward the sideline, and it goes out of bounds at the 30-yard line. So we'll get it back. We still have time, but you almost feel like on this drive we got to get points.
Yeah, we got to generate something now. I'm not saying it's over till it's over, but you're not leaving yourself a whole lot of cushion if you don't do something with this drive right here and at least make an attempt at that end zone.
That's it. 8 minutes to play, 14-0, Dade County in the lead. Again, our Maroon Devils struggling on offense tonight. We've got 32 plays, only 47 yards. Dade County, 54 plays, 232 yards, 149 of those on the ground on 36 carries.
Yeah, and when your average per play is less than 2 yards, and you're not going to expect to score a whole lot of points unless your defense scores it. So
that's it.
Right now, we got to start trying to generate some offensive momentum, and we got them spread out now.
4 wide. Reese back to throw, flips it out here. He's got his tight end. It's going to be complete to 35, breaking a tackle. Good move over here. Again, Nathan Bowe. Bogdanovich coming up with a nice run after the catch.
Yeah, Bowe snatched that ball right before that defender broke on it. I mean, right before his hands got to it, he snatched it out of the air and got upfield. That's a good positive play. First down.
He's a good athlete.
Oh, yeah, he's very athletic, and he's tall and rangy.
Yeah, he can play both sides equally well. Now checking in, it's going to be Keontae Graham, a wide receiver. We got twins on the left side. One of them actually coming out of the game.
Yeah, we got the wing and the tight end. They're going to switch over. We had some success with this earlier. Running this play right here.
Here comes Glaspie.
Boom, up inside. That's it, Glaspie. Yep.
There's a first down.
Yep. We had some success with that earlier in the third quarter.
Almost looks like a jet sweep, kind of.
It's designed to go inside.
Yeah.
What we're trying to do is trap the last man on the line of scrimmage, have a lead blocker pulling around to get up in the hole in front of him, and he's hit it twice now for 2 good gains.
So now Maroon Devils first down up near midfield at the 47-yard line. 7 minutes to play. Down 14-0 on the drive. Can we punch one in the end zone? Reese got man in motion. Glaspie lines up wing on the left side. High snap, pulls it down, hands off Glaspie again. He's got some room. 45-40, foot race, 35-30.
Oh, man.
Oh, wow. I think he almost kind of tripped up on the other guy's foot.
He did. He can run. I thought he had him outrun there.
I did too, and they kind of got their feet tangled up a little.
That's a good positive play right there.
Big play. That's I think our biggest play tonight.
Sure it is. I mean, so far. Now we need to capitalize on this as quickly as possible.
No doubt. At the 28-yard line now, 6.5 minutes to play, and the head referee waved his arm and said, "Keep that clock running." Glaspie this time lines up wing on the right side, and here he comes. He's going to get it going the other way, and this time they get him.
See, that time they wised up to the wide side of the field. They slanted their down people and brought those linebackers in open gaps right into the teeth of it. All they're doing is trying to, whichever side Glaspie's on, they're going to blitz from the backside and try to stop that particular play right there.
And they're obviously going to try to key in on him where he is on the field. He's been the go-to guy the past couple of plays. Checking out is going to be Gabe Lillard, kind of banged up. This time, Glassby again, wing on the right side. Second down, we need about 12. Reese back to throw, straight drop. Looking down the middle in traffic, going to be incomplete. Double coverage over here, couldn't quite get it to Josh Collins.
Yeah, trying to run Josh out of the backfield, that's been a big play. They were playing zone coverage then, and they turned all inside receivers loose and just covered the boundaries.
So now it's going to bring up third down. We need 13, 5.5 minutes to play. Obviously in 4-down territory, so we've got a couple of shots here to get this first down to coach and keep this drive alive to get points on the board, because now that clock is really working against us with 5:33 to go.
It sure is. If we can get this one in, we change the whole dynamic of this ball game.
And, boy, I think we could get the momentum and get this crowd back in the game. Nathan lining up right side, almost in motion, no penalty. And it's going to be Josh around the right side. Cuts down the sideline, got some room, got the first down. Down inside the 10-yard line
I believe
goes
that was
Josh
Gabe.
Collins.
I think that was Gabe.
Is that Gabe?
Yeah, I believe it is. They came right back in the ball game after coming out of play.
Good play.
Yeah, excellent play.
Good play over there. That was Gabe.
Yeah, we kind of decoyed them, and we used the tight end to make that move.
That was Gabe Lillard. Good run over there by Gabe. Big first down. He checks that back out of the lineup now, and Josh comes back in. So a good run by Gabe Lillard over there. Again, banged up a little bit, but he had a good run play there.
Yeah, that knee still bummed up on him right there, but he made a good effort.
No doubt. First down and goal now at the 8-yard line. We've been inside the red zone for the first time tonight. Here comes that jet sweep. And, boy, they knock it down for a loss.
Yeah, and there again, they're just looking to see where Gillespie's lined up, and they're blitzing off that backside every time. They're not going to take any chances with him getting out here. But in that instance, that's the same type of play, only that was supposed to be a jet sweep when he comes across that hard, but we just didn't get that far.
Second down and 13 now. Actually, it's going to be 11 because we cannot get a first down. We had it first and goal at the 8. Now it's second down and goal from the 11. Glassby wing on the left side. Josh Collins in the backfield. They hand it to Glassby again, and he goes up to about the 10. Might have got a yard, but, boy, they're keying on Glassby because we're going to him time after time.
Yeah, it has been a good play for us in this drive. And, and Coach Cook's thought is, man, you better – if we found something, we better stay with it.
Yep. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
Just keep trying to get it there. We're going to bring him out of the ball game now and
Gabe
do something
back
a little
in.
bit different because it's going to be third and goal.
Third down, we need 11 yards, or just about 10 now. They got the third down marker on the 10-yard line. Got a man in motion.
Going to run the trap again inside with
Here comes
Collins.
Josh.
Yeah.
And he got a couple of yards. It's going to bring up fourth down now at about the 8-yard line. Fourth and goal from the 8. As we mentioned, we cannot get a first down. It's a touchdown or nothing from the 8-yard line.
Got to punch it in or turn the ball back over to him.
And right now, field goal is pretty much useless.
Yeah, it's not going to help you.
No.
You got to score. We got to put it in the zone.
3:26 and counting now. Reese looks to the sideline for the play call again from our offensive coordinator, Austin Cook.
I believe we're going to have a timeout called by Coach Holt and his staff. Talk this thing over because this is a big down. This is what you got to do.
This is kind of the ball game.
Well, it is. It's like we said. This drive was where it was all going to boil down to, and we've taken a lot of time off the clock trying to get it down here, but we got it down here, and but you're already in that hole. So you try to, if you can score here, you always got a chance with the onside kick, and then nobody knows after that. I mean,
that's it.
You just don't know.
If we can score, that changes the whole dynamic.
Yeah.
As again, don't forget now, fans, open date next Friday night for the Maroon Devil Varsity. Our JVs are going to be hosting Murphy next Thursday here at home. That's always a big game. Our JVs are undefeated after that overtime win over Hayesville last night. And don't forget, Swain Cross Country tomorrow, 9 a.m. over at Katua Field. Swain Volleyball next week is going to be at Tuscola on Monday. At home, hosting Nantahala Tuesday. Swain Boys Soccer Monday, hosting Hayesville at 6, and then away at Cherokee on Wednesday.
All right, do or die time right here, Gary.
That's it. Big play, fourth and goal from the 9-yard line. Yep. Reese rolling to the left side, has time, and we got a whistle somewhere. I don't see a flag, but there was a whistle apparently from the line judge over here. That means somebody probably moved or they jumped.
I don't see a flag anywhere. I don't know what the
either.
deal is. Is it that phantom whistle again? Or?
It could be. We had one earlier.
Yeah.
So,
it was blown into play. I'm pretty sure that.
Yeah, the play was underway.
Yeah, I mean, the ball had been spotted. I just don't know what the.
Again, a ghost whistle. They're going to start over. That should give that.
I have no idea what's going on. And they better explain it to Coach Holt, because nobody has given anybody an explanation of what's going on out there.
And they should give us a few more seconds back on the clock, but they're not going to. 3:13 now. We're going to go up to the line of scrimmage, and now they blew the whistle again.
They got to put time back on the clock because the clock started when the ball was snapped.
Yeah, it was 3:22 before the play started. So that's 9 seconds.
Yeah.
Let's see if they can. They're going to try to.
It's 3:17.
Oh, they're only going to give us 4 seconds.
Yep.
It was at 3:22 though when we came up to the line of scrimmage after the timeout.
Yeah, I don't know exactly where they came up with that number.
Me neither. That makes no sense. All right, 4th down.
I still don't know why the whistle was blown.
4th down and goal to go from the 9-yard line, and we got people moving all over the place now. We are just out of sorts. Well, our guys are clapping.
Yeah, they may have simulated a snap count.
So our wide receiver over there again, Glassby was clapping, so he saw something that made him happy.
And that's illegal. If you simulate another team's snap count from the defensive side, we'll see what it is here.
But the flag is down, and it's probably going to be half the distance, I'm guessing. Offside.
Here they lined up in the neutral zone. And they must have been out here on a receiver from where this official was out here. They may have been trying to crowd our receivers from the end zone. And so.
Well, that helps a lot. Now the ball is going to be down just outside the 3-yard line.
Yeah. And we need this one badly.
4th down and about 3.5 yards to go for the touchdown. There is no first down possibility. Reese rolling to the left side. Here comes a lot of pressure in the end zone, and it's going to be intercepted.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
In the end zone.
Yeah.
That is a tough break for the Maroon Devils. He saw the blitz coming. He saw a man open, but just couldn't hit it.
Yeah, I don't know if the ball got tipped. The ball didn't come out of his hand good or what it was. The ball just didn't fly like it normally does. And
You're right. One or the other.
I wasn't sure. I couldn't tell exactly what had happened. But at any rate, they end up with the football.
And that's a tough break for the Maroon Devils here as they get the ball at the 20-yard line after that pick in the end zone. But again, boy, they brought the house on that blitz.
Oh yeah, they had no intention of us getting to the boundary again.
And Reese had to get rid of it probably quicker than he wanted. And now they're just going to run the ball and try to pick up a couple of first downs and run out the clock. We have a couple of timeouts left, but they have a 14-0 lead.
Fullback dive, just trying, like you say, milk the clock now. Try to run as much time off the clock as they possibly can.
And so our Maroon Devils will now, I saw Sanuk he's kind of limping as well. Sanuk's not exactly 100%. He may have to come out. He's
well, if you have to either be on the ground. He's got a cramp.
Oh, got a cramp in his. He's trying to stretch it out.
Yeah, he's trying to get it out of his calf.
Yeah.
Nope, got to do something here, Coach.
Dawson Fuller's coming in. He's going to come in for Darius right now on this play. He didn't get off the field. I don't think. Yeah, they are going to call a flag.
Yeah.
He didn't get off the field in time before the ball was snapped.
Anytime you get a cramp or anything like that, and you may not want to go out, but you need to get on the ground, and that's what young men have to learn. That stops the clock.
Yeah.
Then you don't end up with a penalty trying to run people on and off the field at the very last minute to substitute.
And it's hard to run with a cramp anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, and just.
So that's probably going to be enough for a Dade County first down.
Yeah.
With now 2:19 to play and a 14-0 Wolverine lead here.
Yeah, They're looking at this thing as
they're going to decline it.
Yeah.
Penalty decline is first down, though.
Okay. Yeah, all they're going to do is keep this ball on the ground, keep this clock running.
And they've already said run the clock, 2:18 and counting. Everybody in tight. Right now it's all about
isolation with a full block. Wingback coming from the outside. You got to stay on your feet and run your feet.
Yeah. And we get the job done, knocking him down over there. Host of Maroon Devils, Lucas Sutton, among others. Also over there, Brandon Frost, one of our strong tight ends. As you can see on the screen, under 2 minutes to play with a 14-0 deficit now. But one good thing about it, Coach, we got 2 weeks now to kind of get our legs back under us and get ready for Robbinsville.
Yeah, you got a few days to lick your wounds.
Yeah.
And then you got to put it behind you.
That's right.
You got to put it behind you. This, as far as the win-loss column, this one goes in the loss column, and you move on. You got the rest of the season in front of you.
That's right.
Going to run that counter play with the quarterback again.
And Josh Collins, he didn't let him get away this time.
Nope, it's just a foot race. And that quarterback's been told to stay in bounds and keep this clock running.
And he does now with 1:10 to play. And see if we have any. Here is one final. Fannin County has beat Murphy 56-30. So that is a final. Murphy scored there late. And North Gaston leads Cherokee right now 13-7. But Fannin County put a pretty good beat down on those Murphy Bulldogs.
Yeah, that's. I'm curious about that. That's interesting.
56-30, Fannin County over Murphy, a final. So they kind of called off their dogs against the Murphy dogs. It was at one point 35-0, then 56, I think, to 7 at halftime. Whew. Those games are no fun, are they, Coach?
No. I've been on both sides of them, and really and truthfully, when the game seems to go longer, when you get that kind of lead, it even goes longer because you're out there, you're trying to get younger people in the ball game, get them in the right places, but you don't want to just let people run up and down the field on you.
That's it.
You got to get people in the ball game, and at least some of them that know, that have been coached, and they may be young, but you got to let them get out there and learn. They got to get on that field under those lights, and so
that's it.
And then when you're getting beat that bad, we got beat not real, but not that bad most of the time. But
we didn't have many of those. Up the middle, they throw it. It's going to be complete out to the 45-yard line again. Too big, number 19. I can remember one day, and I'm sure you do too. Because we flipped it the next year. I think the first time we played over at Morristown West at their place, it was hot, and they had about 90 players, and they could two platoon, and we just kind of ran out of gas.
Yep.
But then they come over here the next year, and we paid them back.
Yeah, we but all those players could tell you, all of our players that year, Coach, they said to me after the ball game, I came in on Monday, they said if it had been 3 minutes left to go in that ball game, I don't know if we'd have beat them or not because we were out of gas, man.
It was. And now they hit a knee, and this ball game is over. But, of course, that 2014 was pretty special.
Yeah, they were different. They did a lot of coaching of themselves. That's what was great about them.
And, fans, that's going to be the final. Dade County has come over here from Dade County, Georgia, and won a hard-fought game, 14-0. Our hats are off to a very good Dade County bunch of Wolverines, and I think they're going to have a very good season. But our Maroon Devils, we're going to fall to 3-2. We have a week off, but I think we still have a lot of really good football coming up.
Well, you don't know how good you are till you play pretty good people.
That's right.
And when you get out there and our players see their players and their players see our players and they go, I'm going to try to play more like that kid did. I tried to block him and he didn't want to, he was fighting me. Or one of their players looks at it and says, that kid can get off the football. I've got to learn how to get off the football like that. So it goes both ways. You learn a lot by playing teams that you've never played before and pretty good teams. I mean, you got to. You don't learn anything if you play a team and you really just walk all over them. Like, I don't know how much Fannin County learned from Murphy. In their league, it may not be enough. They may be in a league down there. Don't even know which league they're in where they may go into every game possibly getting their tail end whipped. So you just don't know. You got to step out of your comfort zone every now and then and try to play against some people and just see what you're all about.
Oh, Coach, you're right. And as you said, you get better by playing better people, not by playing people not at your level. And but we all know what's coming up in the Smoky Mountain Conference. We opened with Robbinsville, and boy, then it gets fun on down the line. The week after that, we've got at Andrews. Then we're back home with Hayesville. Then we're on the road against Murphy and Cherokee to close out the year. But wow, those are two big games. Robbinsville here on September 30th, then at Andrews on October 7th. Two very good teams.
Yeah, two very good teams, two hard back-to-back weeks. A lot of preparation. So, like you said, the open date's coming at a good time. They'll get back to reevaluating and try to get everything shored back up. Let's see what went wrong out here, see what we can do better.
Oh, no question. Fans, that's going to wind it up, 14-0 our final. Join us again. We'll be back in 2 weeks with more Maroon Devil football live here on the Maroon Devils Network.